Milk Crate Marauder.
I saw Milk Crate break dancing at the bus stop. I asked the Marauder for an autograph. He slapped the shit out of me. Milk Crate said the palm print is his signature. He called it the 5 fingers of fuck off. I haven't washed my cheeks since.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Shut up!
Hey, what's with Stuttering John? You know, it's become apparent to me that he has like 2 slaves back there, Jason and Will.
What's going on?
Excuse me!
Jason and Will are 2 guys that work for me. I don't know, John had some sort of golfing event yesterday, and he's walking out of here, and I see Will following John, holding John's golf clubs, like a caddy.
Really?
Yeah, has John hired these guys or something? I mean, why am I people who work for me working for John? I have to watch you every effing minute. Leave my guys alone.
You want to know the real story? Or
why can't you carry your own golf clubs?
Will wanted to come golfing. I brought clubs. Will couldn't get his clubs. I hurt my back. I couldn't golf, so Will golf, so Will carry the clubs.
How come you give orders out to these guys every day? Will, you need to go get my blank check. You know exactly what. I know all about you and what your shenanigans are.
I love Will and Jason, my friends.
They're not your friends. They're your slaves. And I don't know how they got into a cult with you back there, but you have absolutely no right to use. Do you use them for any purpose?
No.
Did you leave a blank check here the other day?
Yeah.
Right. Did you bark out orders saying, okay, Will, you get the blank check?
If you could do me a favor on the way down, just drop it off at the garage.
Why do they have to do you favors? Why can't you do your own business?
Friends don't do friends favors?
No, not around here. I need these guys working for me.
No, it was
during work hours. No.
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
When he was leaving.
No. That's true.
Well, that's it.
Did they move your apartment?
I paid them to help me move.
Leave them alone. Go find new friends outside my office.
I gave them good money.
Can you find friends outside of my office?
Sure.
And leave them alone. I don't want to even hear you asking them to get lunch. Do they get lunch for you?
No.
Good.
I
Keep it that way.
Them lunch.
Good. Just leave them alone. Leave Will and Jason alone.
They're my friends. Why am I going to leave them alone? So,
what I understand is a whole situation back there. Every minute. At times, there's 5 or 6 commands he gives them.
Whatever.
Yeah, I know all about it. Stop with them.
There's no command.
Do me a favor. Leave them alone. Leave them alone.
Fishing with Jason on Friday. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you do. Go fishing as long as it's not during work hours.
No, it wasn't during work.
Okay. All right, you can leave now. And please, no more barking out assignments. If you have a check, you do it. You take care of it. That's your job.
Jason, when you're leaving, if you do me a favor, I left my check in the drawer. Can you drop it off the clock on the way out?
He can't do it. I'm answering for him. They can't say no to you. They want to say no to you. I'm telling you no.
Okay, fine.
All right, and don't let me hear that you're asking Jason and Will to do any more favors for you. Because one favor leads to 50 favors. And before we know it, John's personal assistants, Jason and Will, are busy running around all day for you.
All right.
And you're downplaying it. If you want to come clean and tell me all the things they do for you, that's another thing. I know all about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
They do me favors. I do them favors.
No,
that's what friends
I didn't
do.
say whether you do favors for them. You call that favors. I call it work.
Okay.
Walking your blank checks that you can't keep track of and walking them down and taking care of business is not favors. Okay. You call it favors. I call it work. I'm paying them to work. You're not. Stop asking them to work for you.
So I shouldn't hire them to...
I didn't say that. If you have something outside on the weekend, if you want, they
help me move on non-work hours, and I pay them good money to do it.
Fine. That's not what we're talking about. And you know the difference about what I'm talking about.
There's occasions...
Stop asking people for favors.
Okay.
The favors.
Sure.
I don't want any more favors for Jason and Will.
You got it.
Okay? Because what you call favors are work.
Uh-huh.
I don't want them getting things for you. I don't want them getting lunch for you, a soda, nothing. I want you to do all your own stuff.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying whatever it is. I'm giving you examples.
All right, nobody's getting lunch.
All right.
I promise.
Okay. Favors. They do favors for me.
I mean...
No favors.
The check was such a non-thing.
Whatever. It's not necessary.
Fine.
Hold your own golf clubs.
I hurt my back.
You got a bad back. Why are you playing golf?
I had to do a charity event.
Why do Jason and Will have to carry your clubs?
No. Will wanted to go golfing.
It depresses me.
He wanted to go.
I don't care.
So I asked
why can't you hold your own clubs?
Because I hurt my back.
Then don't play golf.
I had to do it.
No, you didn't.
I had a
Not when you hurt
function.
your back. No, you didn't. Get out of here.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Did he play golf with his bad
No.
back?
Really?
No, he didn't.
Not really. I sat in the car and watched Will and everybody else play.
You didn't play because no one wanted to play with you. I know the whole story.
Oh, God, I could have played if I wanted to, Howard.
Well, if you could have played, then you could have held your own golf
guys instead of being...
You can hold your own golf clubs. There's nothing wrong with your back.
Okay.
How'd you hurt your back?
I tried throwing my nephew in the pool.
Yeah, okay.
The weekend.
Well, you know what? Your back's fine.
No,
Guarantee you.
me. It's killing me.
Well, get out of here. Get out. Stop asking for favors.
You got it.
And put on shoes with the coverings over your toenails. Or cut your toenails. This guy with the favors. There is constant favors going on. Could you do me a favor?
Really? I have no idea.
I got to have these guys working. Could you do me a favor?
So he's interrupting them while they're supposed to be working.
Yeah. Can you get Jason to go buy you a pair of shoes as a favor? Let's see this kid Will, who works day and night for me, carrying golf clubs. And John's walking in front of him with the cell phone going. And Will's slugging along these
The
golf clubs. I said, what is going on here? How did this happen? He shanghais these people. I tell you, I don't know how he gets them to do it. He's got a whole cadre.
He's amazing.
I mean, my God. During work hours. Unbelievable. And he loves Jason and Will.
Oh, I love that part. Oh, I love them. Yeah, because they take care of you.
People are being quiet around here, but they can come in and tell you about all the favors Jason and Will does.
See, they're too afraid to speak, I guess.
Risk got the pace. Come in here.
He knows what's going on?
He's one of the guys that knows what's going on.
I see.
Let's whip on John's ass. Come on. Let's not be pussies.
I'm not hearing it. I don't know what
do you
the
see?
problem is.
Right before I came in here, John goes, "There's my buddy," and looked at me.
Oh.
He was already mad.
Who cares? He's not going to do anything.
No, I don't know a whole lot more. I mean, I just see little things at lunch when we all go out, and Artie could probably tell you that.
What do you see?
I don't see as much as Scott, but I see. I was walking out too, and I saw the golf club thing, which I thought was hilarious.
Right.
Hey, Howard, you know what's so weird about this?
Oh, here we go.
Just shut up.
No.
I'm talking to someone else.
I take Jason and Will to lunch every day. And
I don't
pay
care.
for the lunch. And they're not my
You
son.
pay for lunch.
All the time. Yeah, ask them.
Oh, come
Bring them in here. Go ahead.
Come on.
Every time we go to lunch, I pay.
I don't want you
pay.
asking
if
them
it's
to
at a diner. If
I don't want you
anywhere we
taking
go.
them to lunch.
They're my friends.
Leave them alone.
It's all BS. I don't know what you're doing here, but
I don't want you
consider them
asking
friends.
favors.
They're my friends.
I don't want favors.
I consider them friends.
I don't
Close
care.
Friends.
I don't care.
All right. I
Have
enjoy their
friendships.
company.
Invite them over to your house. Not here.
Take down a check.
I gotta come in.
Don't do it.
I gotta come in because everybody's afraid to come in.
Right.
Is that
So they
right?
come to me
They're
and they
even
come-
afraid of John?
Do you make your friends go to the ATM in the rain? I heard you sent Will to the ATM in the rain twice in one day.
If I ever hear again, look at me. If I ever,
go get me money out of the
if
ATM.
you ever again ask these guys for money from an ATM, I'm firing your ass.
Fine.
I don't want you.
You got it.
Stop sending them to the ATM machine.
Fine.
You're a baby. You don't know how to conduct your life. And stop employing my guys to get your bidding done. Go to your own goddamn ATM machine. Why would they go? Why do they know his ATM code?
Because he gives them the code. I have heard that.
That is true, but I forget what it was about.
I don't know. Just
Oh, that is true. Okay,
No,
all right.
I think it was I need money for the show or something.
No. I remember this,
Robin
and
was
I was
borrowing
like,
money
how
from
could
me.
you give another person your access code?
Because he's
your ATM
insane.
card?
No, I trust him.
No, these guys are supposed to be working for me.
Didn't you trust another guy
It was-
at the end of a jail?
Yeah.
You gave him your ATM code too.
No, I didn't.
And then you accuse him of stealing. I was
you
glad
gave
he
him your
stole from you.
checkbook.
Of course
Learn
you
how to
are.
handle your own things.
Of course you are.
I am glad.
Of course you are.
Why are you sending my guys? Can't you find people outside of my people?
Howard, I mean,
Why would you, in the middle of my workday, take my guys off their job to go get to your ATM machine?
No,
Go
it
to your
was- it
own
was- I think-
ATM machine.
I think
Oh, that's
Robin
right.
was borrowing
You
money.
barely
Don't blame
remember
it on me. I
Yeah.
happened to walk through the hall in here.
You were
that
borrowing
gave
money from
one
me.
of those guys your ATM code.
Robin
and
needed
that's
to
how you
borrow
could get
$100.
money.
What else can we do for you?
Don't blame me.
well, it's not your fault, but you were borrowing $100 from me.
I don't care what the
Stop
reason is.
it.
You
Let's say,
are.
I don't care if she borrowed $100 from you.
Yeah.
Go get your own $100.
I couldn't leave the show.
Well, then say you don't have the money.
He's full of crap. Howard.
No, I'm not.
He regularly gives out his ATM code and sends people down for money. So stop it.
That was the one time.
Liar.
I'm not lying.
Would you do me a favor and listen to me and stop arguing with everyone? Don't ask my guys to go down to the ATM machine.
You got it. I said 10 minutes ago. You got it.
All right. And don't tell me you don't ask them for favors. That's not favors. That's work.
I do. I said I do favors for them. They do favors for me.
What do you do for them?
What favor do you do for them?
I buy them lunch every
Stop buying them lunch.
Because you're going to lunch.
And you stop.
So I have to buy. They offer to pay. I say, no, I got it.
All right, listen to me.
Yeah.
Don't do my guys favors, and I don't want them doing you favors. Okay? How much of that don't you understand?
It doesn't mean that I'm not going to take them to lunch if I want to, Howard.
Take them to lunch all you want. That's not a favor. That's you taking someone to lunch.
Well, fine.
Favor to you means do some work for me for free. And I don't want my guys pulled off.
I pay them.
Did you pay him to go to the ATM machine?
No.
Okay, so stop it.
You got
Stop arguing with me and listen.
I said you got it 10 minutes ago. You paid him with lunch.
You're still fighting.
What do you mean? I left.
You're still arguing with me.
I left 10 minutes ago, then you came back to this.
Because you won't let anybody else tell us what you
got
do.
it. I'll stop. I said
you don't even know what a favor is.
It's
when I bring up the ATM thing, it's like you don't even know.
That was about a year ago. I forgot about it.
A year ago.
Yeah.
I can't keep track of every example of what you do out there. There's 20 more that I heard.
I think if you bring Jason and Will in here, they're not going to be upset with me in any way.
I'm upset with them and you.
Yeah, no,
I don't care about them upset with you. I'm upset. You don't get it. Yeah. They're working for me.
No, this is not your work hours.
Okay. I don't want them going to the ATM machine for you.
Fine. That happened once.
I don't want it.
In 15 years.
Okay. Stop it. This is not your personal fiefdom.
No.
When a phone call comes in, either put it on the air or hang up. Don't make stock deals. Get off the phone quickly. Do your job efficiently. Go home.
That's what I'm doing.
Good. Don't conduct business. Go home and conduct business.
I'm not conducting business.
And no more favors. Prince John Melendez. No one else would put up with this.
Who this?
Michael and Michelle and I love listening to the Milkman while we're sword fighting.
You're a dishonest cunt!
I'm real, okay? Oh, good for you.
I don't know where to begin. Robin threw a nice little soiree yesterday. I didn't get to go. Something came up for me, but Robin made a lunch for the staff of the Howard Stern Show. How many people do you have there? About, what was the estimate on the crowd over there, Robin?
Oh, about 25 to 30 people. Actually, it was 27. The exact number.
Perfect. Yeah. What was on the menu? Cayenne pepper and molasses?
That was the first joke. It's like, what are we eating?
Oh, a printed menu. Let's see. What's this place? Water's Edge. Is that the place in Queens?
Yes.
I was surprised you had it in Queens with all the restaurants here in Manhattan.
I know. That was the big joke, too.
Yeah.
But it was so you could have an outdoor sort of lunch and look at Manhattan.
Yeah.
Wait till I throw my lunch in Yonkers.
Can you see Manhattan?
Yeah, if you use binoculars.
What did it cost you, though? What was the bill for having 27 people?
Oh, a couple of $1,000.
Couple of $1,000?
Yeah.
Because John goes, the bill was $1,000 and Robin left a $200 tip. He already let me know.
No. John doesn't know anything. There had to be a deposit before you could even get in the place. And they already take 20% for the waiters, and then there's a captain.
Because I said there's no way with 37 people it's $1,000.
He's a nut.
He's nuts. And why does he know that?
He looked over my shoulder when I was signing off on the bill.
He's such a nosy guy.
The bottom line.
It was $1,000 deposit and $200 tip deposit.
No, it happened when I said hi to Rob. When I said thank you to Robin, I started signing the checks. That's how I knew. It was.
But you didn't read it, so you didn't see that there was a deposit.
No, I know. I only saw the 1,000.
You didn't see the 20%.
I didn't know you had one.
You didn't see the bar tab. You didn't see anything.
All right, so that was wrong.
Well, you're going around spreading rumors. And by the way, Robin, I don't know who took these pictures, but they're fantastic.
Robin Radzinski. She has a great digital camera.
Robin Radzinski's a genius. I've always said it.
She is.
She took a picture of Scott the engineer's hands holding his drink. And there's this, I've never seen anything like this. I was a smoker. I smoked 4 packs a day, and I never saw anything like this. She just got a picture of his hands filled with tobacco stains because the big talk at the party was how badly Scott the engineer's hands are stained from tobacco.
Right, he was sitting down the table from me. All you had to do was look down the table and you saw these stained hands.
I want to put this on the website. I want to post this on the website.
It's a help to people.
And the other great picture, see, Robin didn't take picture of people's faces. She took pictures of their flaws.
Body parts.
She took a picture of Stuttering John's feet in his sandals with these big claw toenails. So vile. And I said to you, why don't you cut your toenails? And you go, I have to go to get a pedicure.
I have to get a pedicure before the party.
Dude, a pedicure? Go just clip your toenails, you goddamn animal. You don't have time to get a pedicure. And he goes, well, I don't have a nail clipper. I go, well, go buy one. It's certainly cheaper than a pedicure.
There's not a shortage of them.
Why can't you get a nail clipper? How can you not buy? What is it? What's wrong with you? Get out of here.
It's not OCD.
You're sickening me. You're sickening me.
You got it, man.
Why do you wear those shoes if everyone's got to look at your goddamn claw-like feet?
I wore them for golf, and I'm in the city now, and all my other shoes are out in Long Island. That's it. That's a real reason.
All your other shoes are on Long Island, and you can't remember to bring in a pair of shoes? How about clipping your toenails? You're going to wear gay sandals.
I just forgot, man.
You can golf in sandals?
Can one of your slave interns clip your claws? Well, drive me.
Well,
I said to Will. I said to Will the other day, I said, has John ever made you drive him places?
Uh-huh.
And he just, he put his head down and he goes, yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
He drove me somewhere.
I told you, if I hear you using these guys, my interns, for any more things, for personal slave labor, you're fired. That's it. No more. He's got my people who I pay.
I'm curious to see where he drove me.
Baba Booey. It's actually better than that. He never actually drove you anywhere. He's delivered your car for you several places.
And I paid him to do that.
Yeah, the big pay. This is what he does. These guys work for me, and they think they got to service John. They moved John's apartment. He paid them $100.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is.
I think I paid Will $160, but he painted too.
Oh my goodness!
I don't want you doing that anymore. That's not paying again.
$160 for one day.
You hire a moving company to move you, and hire painters, and see if you can get them for $160. Okay?
And John, the one thing I got to say about that day was they moved you that day, and it was good, and they thought it was going to be a couple of hours, and they came in the next day. They were exhausted. They said they were moving you till midnight.
I don't even know. I mean, it was.
I don't want it anymore. Find other people.
For 12 hours.
I don't remember.
John, anybody who works for me.
I offer him a job if they don't want.
Anybody who works for me, please do not hire.
You got it.
Good. That's the rule.
John's been very fair about everything, but it was 2 days. Like, we moved the one day, which was about a 12-hour job, and then the painting.
And what'd you get? What was your total?
Probably like 160 total. 200 total.
Whoa. No, it was one day. It was only a few hours.
$80.
Saturday was only from 11 to 5. And then you had to go somewhere.
No, this is a full day.
Yeah, he had to get out of your house.
So whatever, 80, that's like $10.
Well, you know what? Go hire other people than my people. Not my people.
You have to agree to the.
Yes, he does, because these guys come in here thinking that you're somebody because you work for the Howard Stern show.
Don't worry, Will.
$160.
I won't offer you another job. I promise you.
Yeah. I don't. No.
He made more in 2 days from me than he makes here for 3 weeks of work.
You are not allowed.
He's right. He made more with me for 2 days than he made here for 3 weeks.
John, then quit here and then go hire these guys and get them a full-time job.
I paid him about $300.
It's not fair.
I appreciate it.
John.
He made more for me in 2 days than he makes here for 3 weeks.
I don't want you hiring my guys.
Fine. I'll never hire you again. Good. I promise.
And stop threatening him.
I'm not
John, don't get mad at Will.
Why are you mad at Will?
Because it was good money.
This is coming from me.
It wasn't bad money.
$160 for 2 days painting and moving.
Off the books for about. One day you showed up about 10, 11 o'clock, and then you left around 5. It was like 6 hours one day. I'm telling you. I remember because I was making
John, you're missing the point. I don't want you hiring my guys.
Fine. Fine. I always ask people if they want to make extra money.
They work for you.
And I'll pay them money. If they don't want to do it, I'll get somebody else to do it. It's fine.
They work for you because you work here.
No, I think it's because they need money.
No.
Honestly.
No.
I need money.
Yeah, but not. I don't want you using these guys.
I'm not using them.
I don't want them driving your cars.
It's fine.
How much did you get for that?
That was only $20.
Yeah. $20?
But it was like 20 minutes, right?
Yes, pretty much.
It's $1 a minute.
Well, what do you mean? Yeah, pretty much.
Well, you know,
it was like an hour. It wasn't that big a deal. It was $20.
All right, $20 an hour. Off the books. It's like $30 an hour.
John, I don't want these guys driving your car. I don't need you to help my guys. Help yourself. Get out of here. Get out of my room. You're an idiot. You're a stupid moron.
Howard, I'm trying to give them extra money.
Don't try anything with my guys. Try it with your friends at home. You must know plenty of people outside this radio station.
You know,
Stop wheeling dealing here.
It's not wheeling dealing.
You're wheeling and dealing every minute.
Let me ask you a question.
Stop it.
Will and Jason don't make a lot of money.
I said stop it. This is not your... You're worried about everyone in this world who doesn't make money? Is that your problem?
No, I try and help.
Get out. Get out. What you're worried about is finding cheap labor. Get out of here. Get out. Stop acting like you're magnanimous. You're a cancer. You're a cancer. You don't even understand what I'm talking about. These guys are constantly on missions for you, going to the ATM machine, you're a guy with not that many responsibilities. Do these things for yourself. Become a man. Grow up. Stop it. Stop using my people and stop having them run around here like your personal fiefdom.
You got it.
I've had this conversation with you for 10 effing years. Stop it.
What are you talking about? This
is always a problem only with you. It used to be Jackie, now it's you. You and Jackie, now I'm down to you. Jackie always had everyone running around, all kind of side deals, barter deals. How's he going to milk the show as much as he can? Now he's gone.
How is him painting my apartment have anything
No. You're missing the point. Leave these guys alone. I don't want them running around. I don't want you threatening them. You're never giving them work again. I don't want you hiring them in the middle of a work week to go to the ATM show. Give them the money then. All right? You were Jackie's apprentice, and you've learned well. Good Lord Almighty. It's wheeling and dealing. I don't want to hear wheeling and dealing. Everybody else comes here to work, and then they leave. You've got wheeling and dealing going on.
It's just like for my party. Right. So I used to I used to pay these guys to get the grill.
Thank you. What did I just say?
I'm just trying to get them extra money. I'm not trying to,
You know what? You're such a great guy trying to get everyone extra money. You're really amazing.
I didn't think it was...
It has nothing to do with what you want. It has to do with you're trying to get them extra money.
I need to
hire a company to do it. Hire a moving company. Hire a moving company.
I have in the past.
Okay. Start doing it again. Leave Will and Jason alone.
You got it.
All right, thank you. He's got a personal fiefdom going on out there. He's like Uday and Bude Hussein. Get out of here. Please leave.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Yeah, it's enough. Go answer the phone, which is what I pay you to do.
That's right.
I want you to report to me, Will, if he asks you to do anything. Cancer. Yes.
John gets so angry because I guess yesterday when you were talking about the golf club thing, I guess he thought Scott the Pace told you, even though you saw, Will carrying the clubs. So at the lunch yesterday, at the beginning he announced that him and Scott are no longer friends.
Good.
Oh, dear.
Good. Scott the Pace will be much better off.
Yeah, what a lucky man.
Yeah. How do I get on that list? On the Stuttering John hit list.
I've lost a good friend.
I bet you the Pace couldn't think straight after that.
Time for some moonshine.
He seemed really broken up the rest of the day.
Yeah, he had to take the week off.
The only thing I don't understand about John is if you got toenails that look like that, why on earth would you wear sandals? It would be like me wearing a shirt that only shows
your belly,
the stretch marks.
I mean, really, and
it's like that's all you can see.
It's easy to remedy. Just clip your toenails.
Or at least put socks on.
How many times have I said to him, it's disturbing to everyone here that you're walking around like that?
Oh, since the beginning of the summer.
But see, what I think is funny about him is that he's always complaining about money, and instead of clipping his toenails for free, his answer to that is, I got to go get a pedicure.
I love he's worried about giving people money, but he's stiffing everybody and borrowing money from everybody, and he's borrowing money from the guy downstairs in the garage.
Oh, that guy's, by the way,
he's a guy who has no cash, and he's paying people to go to the ATM machine for him.
Right. By the way, that guy's on the no friend list as well. I saw that yesterday.
Good.
John got word that guy's been gossiping about him, so he's on the no friend list.
Oh, really?
The guy who gives him money.
Well, he is the guy, in fairness to John, he is the guy who couldn't wait to tell me John's car stunk.
He was also the guy that once said to me, listen, Gary, I don't want to bother you, but, I don't know what else to do. John hasn't paid his bill in 3 months.
Right.
That guy came running up.
Is he worried about him getting money?
That guy came and looked at me and goes, where are you going today? We're driving up to Boston. I hope not in that car. I go, why? He goes, something died in that car.
Is that gossiping? I think he's trying to help you out.
Maybe.
He borrows money from the garage attendant to underpay Will and Jason.
Yes.
He's worried about what they make here. It's not enough for them.
All right, I gotta go outside, be on the no friend list.
Who this?
Can I put my finger in your ass?
Actually, I'd like to touch.
My, it's a big one.
Oh, you've got a beautiful cock.
Holy mackerel!
And I approve this message.
Where is the Stuttering John tape? Why is it every time Stuttering John does an interview?
I was told at 7:15.
No, John.
By Gorilla. Gorilla said, hey, John went out to interview some Barbara Bush yesterday. Why don't you go listen to the tape? So I just went and listened to it.
Now, why again?
Howard,
did you roll it off with Eli at 5:30?
Yes, but he's backed up.
Who is backed up?
Eli. At
with
5,
what?
With all the other tape that he's
See, but I do have to say, in my defense, had I known, I could have prioritized what was going on.
Didn't I tell you to call Gary the night before and that you're going and that he should be in early to go through the tapes? We just had this argument the other day. I don't want to go through the same stuff every frigging day.
I know, but it's just one interview, and I just and.
Well, then how long does it take? I was a production engineer for years. It takes me 2 seconds. I could roll that off of my sleeve.
Yeah, but Eli's no Scott, as I could say.
No, he is. It doesn't make a difference if he's Scott or not. Gary should get here early if he's not Scott.
I was here early. Didn't no one tell me about it till 7?
But you're the boss. Why is no one telling you? Why are you not upset about it?
I know. How would I know?
Who did you talk to about it? How would you know it? That's my problem. You don't know anything.
But Howard, how would I know if somebody goes out? How would I know?
You didn't know John went out yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Then why isn't he telling you? Why didn't you set up a system?
Wait a second.
I know you went out to, but you're supposed to call and tell me if you got something. I didn't know if John got anything or not.
John, hello.
Yeah, I got you.
You're retarded. Hello.
Howard. At 5:30, we were ready to pull the tape. 5:30.
You pulled the tape at 5:30. Now what time is it?
It's getting, it's about 7:30.
Yeah. So why does it take 2 hours?
Because he's got a lot.
Because you're a retard.
No, because Eli's got a lot of the tape to
But you need this tape first, so he could put the other tape off. Is what we're saying here, John.
I understand.
John, no, you don't understand. You're stupid as a wall. I don't care if you tell me your IQ's 138 or what. You're not bright.
Well,
you just went through this the other day. You were all upset. You were practically in tears.
Yeah, I know. That's why I made sure
now,
at 5:30.
And what good does it do me? If Gary does it, no one doesn't listen to it ahead of time. You don't have the ability to discern what I like.
Yes, I do.
No, Gary does.
Gary's job is to review the tape. You know that.
And Gary is so stupid, as stupid as you are, and he refuses to admit it, that he's just like, tape.
Well, they didn't call me.
Eli doesn't know. It's always Eli or Scott. Yeah. It's not Eli. Eli's a fine engineer.
And why am I stupid?
Let me remind you why you're stupid, because I told you the other day why you're stupid, but you must have forgotten again. You're stupid.
I'm so stupid I forgot why I was stupid.
That's right. Right now...
Where's the Gary puppet?
Where's the Gary puppet? There's another guy. No Gary puppet. He's going to sit there. It's a stupid contest, and it's a dead heat right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who wins. Now, you're stupid because you continue to blame Eli, you blame John, you don't know who went out, you don't know anything.
Howard,
you're the guy in charge.
Someone has to...
You're the producer.
Howard, listen to me. Can I just say one thing?
Yes.
I'm in at 5:30 in the morning.
Good.
John gets in at 5:45.
Good.
Sits behind me till 7:15 before somebody mentions that.
Because I knew he was...
listen to.
Yeah, because I knew he was backed up and didn't have it ready.
But I can go in there...
Well, what is it? We can decide what he should be backed up with.
Right, like I'll find out what he was doing and kick it out of the way.
I assumed that he was doing important things.
Like what?
Like maybe...
Did you ask him what he was doing?
As a general rule...
Before you start blaming the guy and saying he's no Scott?
As a general rule...
He's backed up.
As a general rule, engineers tend to do stuff in the order that you've given it to them. So
yeah,
they don't know
he doesn't know what's more important. But I like how everyone blames Eli.
I'm not blaming Eli.
The other day you were blaming Scott.
I'm just saying Scott...
No, you were blaming Eli.
I'm just saying because he's backed up.
Oh, Scott would have had it done any quicker. He wouldn't have.
Well, maybe not, but...
So, Gary, what was the run then? You were reading Newsday. And you were doing what?
He was watching it.
Howard, I could have been standing on my head, John.
We're having a big meeting. Me, you, Kathy Tobin, and Laura, my personal sister, are going to have. We're going to find out what's going on around here. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what everyone's doing.
I thought we were having this meeting. I'm ready.
You know why I'm not ready? I'm so busy working. I don't have time to get you together.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's why I'm so busy. I don't have time to have a meeting with you. I wish you were a self-starter. I wish you weren't a loser. You know, I got to put an ad in the paper. I need a producer. No losers no losers need apply. Only self-starters.
Who wrote an FMEs over the weekend?
Did you do it? Did you finish it?
Well, I'm working on it now, writing what the guy said, but I wrote 8 categories on Sunday.
Good.
And you also won Princess of Persia.
Did you win Princess of Persia this weekend?
No, it's called Prince of Persia, and no, I won that about 3 months ago. Actually, it's Prince of Persia 2.
Gary plays these dumb video games.
I won it over the 4th of July vacation.
Congratulations, you're another guy. You and Chiasano. You know, Chiasano
What do you get for that?
Chiasano plays golf. You play Prince of Persia.
Hey, how come?
At least he gets outdoors.
That was on my vacation.
Yes.
How come you don't yell at Jackie for not writing jokes on his vacation?
Because he produces when he's here. You don't see the difference. You produce nothing when you're here and nothing when you're on vacation.
I produced, but I just said what I just. Wait a second. I just told you what I just did. John made a stupid
Prince
joke.
of Persia.
Now I'm the non-producer.
Do me a favor. Get rid of Prince of Persia. Throw it out.
I'm done.
Throw it out. You don't need it. It's worthless. You're a grown man. You're going to be a father soon.
There's nothing to keep.
What is it, Gary Puppet?
Until 3 comes
I'm
along.
a very tough job. 90% of my job is mental. This whole weekend, I didn't play Prince of Persia. I was barbecuing, but the spaghetti kept falling through the grill.
Hey, Gary Puppet. Gary Puppet, you got some joke writer. Hey, Gary Puppet.
Same joke writer you got, Paul.
Hey, Gary Puppet.
You're supposed to hit the puppet, you moron.
Gary Puppet.
Yeah.
I see you are not wearing a jacket and tie. Why is that?
It's Eli's fault.
Right, okay, there you go. Eli did it to you.
I'm a fast thinker, just like Garrett.
That's right. All right, very good. The only time Gary thinks fast is when he's explaining his whole excuse why
he can come up with an excuse in a second.
Eli and slow. Listen, guys, I don't know how many times I got to say it. If you go out and do an interview, you guys got to work out a system. Whether Gary
The system is someone has to tell me. That's the system.
Well, then you got to sit down with John and have a long talk and come up with a new system.
Gary, that system didn't work.
Yeah, it's not working.
What other system do you suggest? The person who actually does the interview.
If John is irresponsible, then you have to take responsibility.
Okay.
So if John, you know that John is going out and he doesn't call you, you have to call
him.
John.
I have to call John.
Right.
Thank you, John.
I'm holding you responsible, not John.
Now I have to get a hold of him, too. John never answers the phone at his apartment, never home.
That's a lie. He always call you back.
Eventually. Except when you steal the puppet.
Yeah. And I even call you back then.
All right, good. Well, okay, again, I don't have the Barbara Bush thing here, so you can all leave. Thank you. Thank you.
It's a funny interview.
I'm sure it is. Thank you.
Well, we'll listen to it in the office, I suppose.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Oh, you want me to leave?
Yeah, I want you to leave. And soon you're not going to be doing the interviews anymore because I have a new stuttering intern who's going to do it. And I'm not kidding. You want to know something? Every time you screw up like this,
he's logging it.
Like already, he's going out twice for your 2 screw-ups because maybe he will come in.
I get the best stuff.
He'll come in at 5 o'clock in the morning and edit his bits.
You
got the best stuff. It doesn't do me any good. It's not on the air. Do you understand what I'm saying? You've got great stuff, but where is it now? It's not here. See? If the stuff is great and it's not here, what good is it? You understand? It's like if a tree falls in the woods. Do you understand? Let's spell it out for you.
I understand.
Does he know that saying?
No, he doesn't.
What is that, Gary Puppet?
I can tell he's got a blanker look than I do, and I'm wood.
But the new stuttering intern is starting. He started yesterday.
Did he? I haven't met him yet.
Kid's a nice kid. His name is John, so he'll be Stuttering John. And I guarantee you no one will even know that you're missing in action.
Not only does the new intern stutter, but apparently he is a computer whiz.
Great.
And he's not only has he already done a ton of work, he's already figured out how we can do voicemail through the computer. Remember voicemail that we can never afford?
Yes.
And he's got tons of ideas.
Oh, and how's he see? Is he eager to go out and do interviews? Is he eager to go out and do interviews?
I interviewed Barbara Bush.
Excuse me for a second.
The interview
is he eager?
And then
is he eager? Because it doesn't end up on the air.
He's eager to do everything.
When can we meet him?
Is he eager?
He's eager.
Yeah.
This is just a nightmare.
No, it's not a nightmare, John. This is called teaching you how to work properly.
It's a nightmare.
If you were upset.
Oh my God.
You weren't upset the other day because you would have been in here.
I was almost crying for you.
And you would have made sure that your work was done and it got on the air.
Howard, I promise you I was upset. I promise.
So if you were upset, why isn't your work here?
Howard, I went in at 5:30.
Yeah.
Eli was backed up.
And you don't tell Gary. You don't say, Gary, do you know what happened the last time? My work is not going to be on the air. You don't say anything to Gary. You sit there and you don't do a thing. The one thing you're good at.
Do you understand that it makes a difference that your work gets on the air and Howard doesn't have to sit here and say, I wanted the tape, but it's not here?
Hey, don't even feel bad because you know what? This kid sounds so qualified. He's not only going to replace you, he's going to replace Gary. So the two of you are going to be replaced.
Gary's in there building him up. I've been busting
Yeah, Gary's building him up. I'm ready to hire him.
I'm ready to do voice, man, on the computer.
And I'll bet you he could book guests, too.
I've been busting my ass for 6 years, man.
Okay, you've been busting your ass for 6 years?
How can you do that?
Because if I sit down and I say to a guy, listen,
well,
just make sure you work.
I should at least be allowed
to you won't pass 2 strikes.
No, we only have 2 strikes.
John, this has been going on since you started doing this. We never get the tapes when we're supposed to.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your help. And it's already in New York here. It is almost 7:45, and your work is still not here. The show's almost over.
John, you've had so many strikes, you're like a fan.
Huh? What?
What was that?
Get that?
No.
Okay, I don't either.
Gary Puffy, you're really winning today.
What can I say? Maybe I'm tired too.
You're sounding like Gary.
You know, I was up till 2 o'clock yesterday, and then Eli said, and then
all right, thank you. Okay, Eli.
Thanks.
You're no longer needed.
All right.
We have a Stuttering John coming in, replacing. And then I'll give you another chance after he does his 2 interviews, and then maybe
you won't have to.
And then maybe you'll think.
Done them so well.
I'll tell you what. Could you check myself into?
And then you'll be able. And you know what else?
Check myself into Bellevue.
Can I check myself into?
No, you check me into it because that's what's going to happen.
Why?
Because I'm going to go insane with this now.
No, you don't have to.
Now I got to live with it's like being. Just forget it.
Yeah, you forget it.
No, it's just.
I was never looking to replace you. I was never looking to replace you.
Yeah, but I'm the only guy who's always up to replace me. Yeah, the Tourette's guy to replace me. I'm always up for replacing me.
Because your work is
flying gag right. I don't see another Robin.
You know why? Because I got a Robin that backs me up, that helps me. I got a Jackie that backs me up. He helps me, does his job. I'll tell you one thing. Jackie, as dumb as he is, in a lot of things with business and everything else, the guy comes in and gets his job done. If he didn't, I wouldn't be with him.
See? Howard.
There's no love between me and Jackie.
No. But Howard,
or me and Fred.
Ask anybody on the street, all the security people.
I love you anyway.
Ask them how hard I work.
All the security people.
Yeah, all the guys who push me around. I try so hard.
All right. Okay, listen to me. All the trying and all the work that you do is good. But if it's not on the air, it's useless to me. Do you understand?
I understand.
All right, thank you.
John, if you were really upset last time,
Robin, you know I was upset last time.
Excuse
me,
what
weren't
good
upset.
is you're upset if it means nothing?
You know what
in
it
terms
is,
of
John, with you?
performance?
If you were upset, if you were truly upset, I agree. But you feel that no matter what you do wrong, I will always be there to back you up.
Kidding me?
So now you'll see that your job is in jeopardy.
Yeah, but you always put my job.
And if this guy is a bigger star than you, he will be the new Stuttering John. You will be in the back doing nothing.
Well, so much for loyalty because I've been loyal.
Right. But loyalty doesn't count. This is show business.
Oh, yes, it does.
It's a heartless business. If your work doesn't, and listen, in other words, like the movie, the guys who hired me for the movie, right? Great guys, nice guys, David Kirkpatrick, Keith Samples, 2 of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet. Fun guys. If I don't produce for them, what do you think they're going to do?
I have to blame Gary.
You think they care?
I have to blame Gary for this.
Blame whoever you want.
No, look, he came in here and said that he had the tape ready for you, so you got all ready for it, and then he doesn't have it up yet. Oh. He came in and said he had the tape ready for you, correct?
You weren't upset the last time you were performing on television.
Okay.
Now, and you know what, something? You're still not upset because you don't believe my threats. But I'm going to tell you something.
Howard,
you are not. I'm going to send out the new Stuttering John.
Robin, could you tell him something? Was I upset?
I thought you were upset, but now
am I that good of an actor?
No, you were upset, but the point is the operative word. You feel, hey, so now I screwed up again, so what? I'll get another chance. I'll get another chance.
There it is. It's here.
It's here. Oh, the tape is here now?
So I guess that makes it okay, doesn't it?
Shut up, Gary.
Hey, how do I get in touch with this new intern? Can we get him on the phone?
I'll have to find out for you.
Get to me the new Stuttering John on the phone.
I would like to meet this person.
This is amazing.
Get him a wig,
Talk to him.
What's he look like?
I think he's Indian.
Oh.
Perfect.
American Indian?
No.
Indian?
Like he has an Indian accent?
Even better, he has one arm.
No.
Does he have an Indian accent? Any stutters?
I did not talk to him.
Does he have a dot in his head?
No.
Sorry. That's
right. We can do it.
I will soon have one of them.
Does he write good songs?
Does he worship cows?
Wow, the new Stuttering John's in India.
Yeah,
another bonus.
Gee, maybe he could date Karen next.
Yeah, then we'll set up the new Stuttering John with John's girlfriend.
We'll just set him up with John's life. We'll give him a girlfriend.
I'm going to give this new Stuttering John John's whole life. I'm going to give him a record contract, and I'm going to get him John's girlfriend.
That's it.
I'm going to teach you a lesson, boy. And you're going to thank me someday.
And you know what else? He's goofy like John,
what?
too. He's goofy like John,
Hey, guy,
too.
why don't you shut up, man? You're the one who came in here and even brought this guy up. It's the last time I'm making money in the stock market.
Yeah, but it won't be the last time you steal a Gary puppet.
Yeah, are you still... Yeah. All right, if you're the trade, be honest with me. Trade in. Me stealing the Gary puppet, all the money I made you on the market, what would you do?
Right now, take the money.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you take the money.
What is it? So tell me what's going on.
No, the guy's like, he's sort of goofy, you know, he's sort of like wild and like rough around the edges like John.
Like alien?
Is he ready to do whatever he wants?
Like he walked in yesterday at 11 o'clock
like alien
at 11:05, you know what he did?
Alien, you know what alien with teeth come out?
Let me see. Oh, that's his resume?
Yeah. You know, we have a fan in the office, Howard? Yeah. He started sticking the pen in the fan.
Oh, yeah?
I was like, guy, calm down. But, you know, he's a little nut.
He's wacky like John.
He's wacky like John.
Perfect.
So he could have stories about peeing in the park.
Can you imagine? John's mad. John's angry at me because I mentioned to you that there's a stuttering intern.
Yeah.
Like a stuttering intern was going to come here, and
you're angry at me for stealing the Gary puppet.
It was your idea.
What do you mean?
My idea
they told me to go steal it, so I stole it.
No. They suggested stealing it, and you volunteered.
Well, look at this kid. Computer programming.
So they suggested you tell Howard about the stuttering intern, and you. But
it was going to come up.
Oh, I love this guy. This guy. Listen to this.
I can't even hear you over there.
The new Stuttering John is a service technician for computers. He has background in OS2 and Windows, which is what oh, great.
You mean he won't be running around to be a rock star when we...
No, not a rock star. He'll be fixing my computer.
Yeah, when you need him, he'll be there, he'll be doing a good job.
Yeah, I'm just across the country, all in markets that we're not even in, promoting the show. I don't see anybody else doing that.
I like him better already.
And you know what's really horrible about this whole situation?
Wait a second, Gary Puppet has something to say first.
I have a question.
Yes?
You said he knows Windows?
Yes.
That's terrific. So he can do the windows, and John can wash windows. By the 59th Street Bridge.
Thank you, Gary Puppet.
Howard, you know what's really,
Tell me.
You know, this guy comes in.
Yourself.
He walks in at 11 o'clock. He's an intern. I've been here for 6 years.
Go ahead.
And I got to worry about him.
Does this show business think? That's all. Hey, well, if you just paid attention to details.
You know, when this is, I mean, it's just a shame.
I'll give you an equivalent situation. Meredith Baxter Burney was given a television show.
There you go.
And Michael J. Fox became the big star.
Right. Whose fault was that? Hey, I wonder if Conan will want my new Stuttering John.
I was just going to
Probably. He wanted those interviews.
Yeah, and now my new Stuttering John will have a whole bunch of new TV interviews because we have the TV show.
Yeah.
The new Stuttering John will be on Conan, not you, because you won't have new interviews.
Did you practice torture as a...
No. I'm just showing you where it's at when you don't pay attention to the one stupid thing we give you to do.
You know what this is the equivalent of? I got to tell you this.
How's it going to feel when,
this is the equivalent
when Karen moves in with the new Stuttering John?
Howard, you know what this is?
An Indian.
Oh, baby. Of your father saying, shut up, sit down.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, because
you don't do your work.
For being an idiot. Just like your father punished you for being an idiot.
And then you know what? It taught me a good lesson. Don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
You still haven't learned.
Yeah. I learned. My father taught me. My father had to beat it into my head.
Yeah, but I'm sure it took...
You're a late bloomer.
Get up. I'm sure it took you a bunch of... Yeah,
there's no business like show business. There's no business I know. Everything about it is exciting. Appealing, that's right. Everything in... Let me say something. Hold on a second.
It's like a lynching.
Showbiz.
It's like a lynching, I swear.
You remember the motto, here today, gone later today. That is show business. Believe me. You the producer, Thank you.
But I want to know.
You have screwed up twice. You will miss out on 2 interviewing possibilities.
No, because that's not...
That's going to be it.
How about
I'm telling you, I'm the boss.
How about I make you
no deal?
Come on.
No deal.
2 strikes and I'm out?
Yep. 2 strikes, you're out for 2 times.
No, but
you're going to get one more chance after the 2 times. And then if you strike out then it's your 3rd strikeout, and the new Stuttering John just takes over your whole play.
I mean, it really would be horrible after that if you couldn't get the tape in here on time.
Yeah, I don't want to lose the new Stuttering John. He knows computers. You don't know anything. He's got computer skills.
I'm sure this guy will pick up working the microphone and using the tape very quickly and easily. John always had trouble.
Always had trouble. I had people throwing it down on me. I had him even yesterday.
Gary, book John for next week's Whatever Happened To. Whatever happened to Stuttering John, the first one.
You know,
it's amazing. It's amazing how dedicated I can be.
What is that, Gary Puppet?
I can't wait for the new Stuttering John to steal me.
Yeah, see, you know, so, yeah, let's see, I even went to my weekend. I'm only as good as...
Right. In other words, let me ask you something. You think Tom Chiusano would put up with my nonsense if I didn't have the ratings? What do you think I'm going to get 3 chances?
You didn't show up and do your show every day.
If you screwed up twice, Tom would give you a third try, definitely. And he
oh, you didn't just screw up twice.
Oh, yes,
This is twice in the same week.
No, but Howard...
Thank you. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to... hey, that's Tom's business, what he'd do with me. I know what I'm doing with you.
See, you're a cruel guy, then.
No, I'm not cruel. I'm not cruel.
I've always thought you were a nice guy.
He has... How many times is he supposed to overlook your shortcuts?
Robin, how many times do you mispronounce words and we all overlook it?
Oh, please, pronouncing words is ridiculous. We're talking about not having the tape, John.
But the words are on the air. The air. The air is what's important.
Everybody pronounces a word.
Err is human.
My audience is not going to sit around and wait, and I can't have arguments with you all the time.
I don't want you to have arguments.
And you know what? I'm bored with this. Shut up already.
All right,
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. That's it. In show business.
The tape is here, so you don't have to worry.
All right, the tape is here. Good. Yeah, you'll get a chance.
Here and you won't be.
Thank you, Gary Puppet.
Don't mention it.
That's the final word.
In show business, Robin, you know this, I know this, Jackie knows it, Fred doesn't know it, but he'll learn. In show business, every day is a job interview.
That's right.
Every day is a job interview.
Last show.
That's right. That's
so I'm surprised Jackie's still around.
Jackie, if Jackie for 2 days straight didn't write funny jokes, I'd throw him right the hell out of here, on his ass. Don't.
So how is he allowed to still perform live?
That's very funny. Everyone knows you're wrong.
You don't.
I didn't.
The problem is you don't correct your behavior. So I've got to correct your behavior now. I've got to get you to work.
But do you hear what he's saying? He never realizes that he's wrong.
No, I didn't realize I was wrong, Rob, but now I do. I mean, so I'm.
You mean you didn't realize after the last time you were wrong we went through this?
No. The last time wasn't my fault.
He still wasn't wrong the last time.
That was because Back Angie's lazy. But I was wrong. But now I'm wrong again. You know,
it's your responsibility.
No,
you get it to Gary, and then Gary's responsibility.
It is.
But it's not Gary's responsibility till you hand it off to him.
Hold it, Forrest Gump wants to tell you something. Hold on a second. Here he is.
Stupid is as John does.
There you go. Is that you're saying, Forrest? Stupid is as John does?
Stupid is as John does.
Yeah. You got any other sayings?
Boxes like a chocolate lifeless.
What about you, Gary Puppet? I see you're wearing your
Yes, I'm wearing my Gumboni hat. Simsalosfit.
All right.
Usually I can only predict the past because I'm so stupid, but I have 2 predictions.
Go ahead.
Number 1, in 1 week, John will be doing a Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
And number 2, John will get stupider. I don't know how, but John will get stupider.
All right, Gary Puppet.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's the prediction from the Gary Puppet, from Gumboni.
He can only tell you what he sees.
That's right.
I also have a joke.
All right.
How is the Stern Show soon to be like the Beatles?
How?
No John.
Oh,
Bye, Butterface.
All right, there you go.
That's terrible, Gary Puppet.
All right. Gary Puppet. Thank you.
But you understand what, Robin, now you're going to say what my defense was. I didn't know if we would even play
No. I don't want to hear it.
Stupid is what is it?
Captain Dan is missing a leg and John is missing a brain.
There you go.
John, your job is to get the tape to Gary so Gary can evaluate.
You know, I will promise you. If you could just do me this favor, if you can mark my words, I'll never ever do this. I will never screw up again. Just let me just, keep my position here, if you will, if I can. Is that all right? Can you just give me this one?
You're not losing your position. You're on probation.
Yeah, but I don't want somebody else doing my job. That's like, you don't do that to Gary or anybody else on this show. Why is it always me? You already did it with the Tourette's guy, and that was only because I asked for more money.
Kept you in your place.
But John, this is what we do to you. We do things to Gary that we don't do to anybody else.
Right.
We do things to Jackie that we don't do.
Yeah, we don't call you monkey.
But what do we do to you, Rob?
Well, I have to put up with you. That's my job.
You know what I'm saying, Howard? I seem like the only guy
she has the worst job on the planet.
I actually have to have
She's got to listen to you.
I'm the only guy who's up for a review every time.
Review?
You know what I'm saying? I'm always, I'm always on the cusp of getting.
No, let me tell you something. You do good work. Everything about you is fun.
I like you. I like you a lot.
I like you too.
Problem is, I keep telling you to bring your work in and hand it to Gary, and you refuse to do it. I got to get you to do it. The only way to get you to do it is for you to miss 2 big opportunities.
We got to do something to impress upon you how important it is.
Well, you've done it.
No. I thought I did it the other day.
This is not proof.
Yes, you did. I swear to God that you've done it.
No.
John, you know how we would know?
It seemed, I didn't bring up, you know what?
Robin, I didn't think this was...
You know how we would know if you got the tape in on time.
Robin, I knew this wasn't a real interview. I didn't know it was even going to be played on...
Whatever you do.
There's a procedure to follow, John, and you
all right, John, whatever your name is. If you...
No, Don is the Tourette's.
Don, the Tourette's. I'm thinking of calling him, that's why.
Thank you, Fred.
What I'm thinking of doing is this. I'll set up a rule for you. If you go to the bathroom and a tape recorder's on by accident, and you go, oh, there's a tape of me going to the bathroom, give it to Gary.
Okay.
Anything that has tape.
Okay.
Anytime you see yourself in front of a microphone with a camera and all that, give it the tape.
You don't evaluate the tape.
No. And just to make sure that you understand this, we're going to make sure that you understand it.
I understand it.
The new Stuttering John will go out and do 2 interviews, and you will never forget this lesson that you've learned. Thank you. That is my decision.
I haven't forgotten the lesson.
Thank you.
John,
you
we
may
don't
leave.
know. There's no proof that we've impressed this upon you. We have to do something.
We have no proof.
You know, Robin,
when they said the tape wasn't ready this morning, everybody kind of looked at each other like,
Again?
Can't believe it's happening
Look
again.
At you.
So soon.
Judas.
My name is Robin.
I know. And then you go out with me later on, and it'll be, hey, John.
Oh, you're the fool for going out with us then.
And I even pay for lunch.
All right. Thank you, John. You're excused.
You want me to leave?
Yes. You're done. You're done. Your segment is over. I'm going to now talk with Robin. You're done. About you.
I know
I'm going to analyze you. Leave. You're done. Thank you for your show.
And I got to do what Ganji said with the camera right when I get outside.
Absolutely, you will.
Good job.
Good job, John. Once again, a good job. Job well done.
He doesn't want to leave now because he has to deal with Ganji.
Ganji roves around the halls with a camera. What is it?
As John yells at Ganji on the e-camera, the new stutter is on the line.
Ooh. Oh, wonderful.
John should be sitting.
Yeah, get John back in so he can meet his replacement. Hi, is this John, our new intern?
Yeah, my name's Vic.
Vic?
Oh, Vic.
But we're going to call you John.
Do you mind if we call you John?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll call him Stuttering Vick.
Stuttering Vick? Okay.
That was pretty funny. In an India accent, he stutters. You're in?
Well, yeah, I am Indian, so it's kind of obligatory.
Obligatory.
So. And every stutterer gets a name they can't pronounce. Is that the deal?
Yeah.
What is your name again?
I can't pronounce my first name quite well, so it's kind of a pain.
He's funnier than you, John. He can't pronounce his first name.
No, I can't pronounce my last.
See? Well, I can't say his last name either, so it evens out.
Let me hear you say it.
I'm sorry?
Say John's last name.
Melendez.
Oh, a star is born. A star is born.
I can't wait to see that. You know, I can't visualize what this looks like.
Does your tongue wag around in your head when you do that?
Yeah, but not like John's. It goes the other way.
Oh, good. It's a little different. I'm getting tired of what John does.
Oh, okay.
Hey, let me ask you something. So you don't have any problem going out and interviewing people?
No.
And do you have a problem just handing the tape to Gary when you come in the morning?
Of course not.
John, you will train Vic. So you'll go out with him the first 2 times to make sure that he gets it right. Hey, Vic, can you put a dot in your head?
No. Only women do that.
Oh, I see.
Will you wear a turban?
I'm not from that racial group. I'm from another racial group.
Oh, I see.
Could you switch racial groups?
I don't know.
I had no idea that a turban means a certain racial group.
I didn't have...
Well, it's a cast. Like people from the other...
He's put it on.
No, he's not.
That's what people say about you, John.
People from one part of the country wear a turban, people from another part of the country don't.
What caste are you in?
Well, I'm from the merchant class, but I'm from the western part of the country where they don't wear turbans.
Hey, you do computers and stuff?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's my big thing.
You know IBM OS2?
Yeah, I do.
Doesn't that rule?
Well,
to me it does.
Don't me, but I don't like it.
I love it.
Oh, well, I love it too.
See, this is a smart guy.
It's a great operating system, but the sales are really bad. No, like, it's not going to sell.
It'll sell.
It takes time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll take time.
What weird clothes do you wear?
What weird clothes do I wear?
Yeah.
Well, old stuff, cheap stuff.
Do you wear saris?
Sorry? No. Not yet. I think I should try it, but I haven't.
Do you
yet.
worship cows?
Do you have AIDS?
I'm sorry?
Do you have AIDS?
Do I have AIDS?
Yeah.
Hey, John, shut up. I'm interviewing the new replacement for you. Stuttering Vick.
No, I don't think I have AIDS. I got life insurance a year ago, and they tested me then.
Have you seen John's girlfriend? Do you like her?
No, I haven't seen her. I mean, I've seen her, yeah. I've heard about her.
Yeah. Do you mind dating her?
Oh, no, not at all.
In your country, don't they appoint you a bride? We can just appoint you a girlfriend.
Yeah, we're going to give you John's girlfriend.
Well, in this case, sure, I'll do it.
How soon can you start?
I came in yesterday.
Oh, good.
Yesterday afternoon.
Are you looking forward to doing Conan O'Brien's show?
Oh, definitely.
Because once you build up a library of tapes, he likes to get you on and put them on.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Do you eat meat and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, you're one of those kind of Indians.
Cool. Don't you know that meat you're eating could be your uncle?
Well, it also could be my aunt.
All right. Hey, Stuttering Vick.
Uh-huh.
Looking forward to meeting you and working with you.
Yeah, we can't wait
Thanks,
to see
Howard.
you.
All right, man.
Robin.
Bye.
Bye.
He sounds like a nice guy.
Real nice guy. Real smart.
I'm going to enjoy taking him out to lunch.
All right, John. All right, John, you can leave now. Now that you heard your replacement.
Stuttering Vick.
India. I lined up a Rolling Stone interview for Stuttering Vick.
Rolling Stone interview.
Howard, whatever your father did to you as a child,
right,
you have done much worse.
Thank you.
Today, I just want you to know that.
Thank you. All right, goodbye. Thank you. That makes me feel like an achiever.
Maybe Vic won't use emotional blackmail.
Right. Vic never brings up my father. Well, there you have it, the new Stuttering Vick.
Yeah. Can't wait for his first interview.
Yes. Looking forward to that.
Who this? How about smashing that subscribe button? Before I crack you a good one.
You little bitch. Let's go, baby.
Jackie Martling got pulled over by a cop. He's going to be late.
Wow, what?
I don't know. Speeding? Public drunkenness, probably. What happened, man? You're laughing. Yeah.
About 2 weeks ago, Jackie's driving, right?
Yeah.
I see him, and he only has, one headlight on.
Right.
So I'm like, Jackie, when he got in, I go, you got to get the headlight fixed.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, I know. So today, he got pulled over for one headlight.
What's the big deal? It's always like, what's the big deal, man?
Well, he's a hippie.
Yeah.
No,
He's got one.
He claims he went to the place yesterday to get it fixed, and they didn't have it in, so he had to wait for them to order it.
Oh, please. They don't have a headlight?
But I told him a week and a half ago.
You can go to the
dealer
gas station and get one.
Yeah. Go anywhere. Well, he probably cheaped out. He probably wanted a free one or something.
He probably has a warranty or something.
Right. That's funny.
Now he's got a ticket plus a warranty.
So he couldn't get out of the ticket?
I don't know. He just he didn't tell me.
Man, I was late this morning. Oh, what a nightmare.
What?
Well, okay. So I'm I got it down to a schedule the way I come in. And, I get up a certain time. Nothing can go wrong in my routine.
Right, or you're late.
There's maybe a 30-second window for any kind of error. So I'm walking down the steps and everything. I'm going out, and all of a sudden, I turn on the lights, and I'm looking behind me, and the whole floor is covered in dog duty. Oh. So now I'm thinking I must have dragged it in off my boots yesterday. But I didn't, because it would have been all over the carpets upstairs. So I don't know, one of the dogs, because we have we have Laura's dog there, my dog. One of the dogs must have crapped. I think it was my dog, because I would have seen it last night, so I must have stepped in it. Now my boots are, so I had to throw on these other boots. I'm cleaning dog dew, wiping it down with towels.
That's the worst.
Oh, please.
And in your house you do.
Yeah, and then I'm wiping it down, and then I don't know where this. First I thought it was mud.
Oh, yeah.
And then it was duty. And now my boots are in this bag covered in duty.
Throw them away.
No.
Throw them away.
No, I love those boots.
Oh, no.
No, you just got to put them in the water.
Yeah, what do I do? How do I clean them? Because Tony told me get some, like soap and water and put it in a sink, and let my boots soak.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would you bother?
Exactly. No,
why would I bother?
Look at this. Is
No, you just do the soles, because these are like hiking boots.
Oh, hiking boots. They're not, I thought they were leather boots.
No. Hiking boots.
It's just the
bottoms.
bottoms.
You know the boots I wear every day.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just the bottoms. Robin, can you do that? Can you make that happen to me?
Throw them away.
Yeah, can I get Benji to do it, though? Or?
I want you to do it, and I'll pay you to do it. I'll give you $100.
Just
all right?
Sure.
Hey, wait a minute. What?
I'll do it for
no, I'm doing it because he needs money.
Oh, God.
Give him some crap work to do. I wanted to give him some money anyway. He's a mess.
What? Somebody told me the other day, he's got bronchitis now. He's telling me, like, when he breathes in, it hurts.
Yeah.
And he still won't go to the doctor.
No, you know what happened?
You're not going to get better unless you get on a schedule and you go to bed. Did you go out to dinner with Jackie last night?
No, he blew me off.
You did? For real?
I did.
Did you see what happened? We're in a meeting the other day, and Jackie comes in, and he's got a big tub of soup and bread for John. So I'm looking at this, and I go, I'm looking at this, I go, hey, Jackie, did you buy that soup for John? And he goes, yeah. So John looks up, and he goes, hey, Jackie, I told you to get me crackers, not bread. And where's my diet soda? Kidding around. It was so funny, Robin. You would have been laughing your ass off. It was funny as hell. So Jackie went, that's it. That's the last straw.
Everybody mark this down on their calendars.
Yeah,
March 17th.
Yeah, for 1 year, you're not eating with me.
It's the last
because you know what it is? Jackie truly is cheap, and it does bother him to pay for John for everything.
John is just mooching off of him all the time.
Well, yeah, and you know what? So what? Jackie enjoys his company. Jackie's got plenty of dough. John doesn't have any.
Jackie
it's a big
has
deal.
to pay for the entertainment?
Right. So, there's Jackie, full of stories.
Here we go.
I want to see him jerk off and come in like a towel.
Didn't see him jerk off.
You know what, Jackie?
You didn't feed him
Oh, he's
last night.
lying.
You should have fed him.
You're lying, Jack. Because
My headlight is out, but I didn't.
it's been out for 2 weeks.
What happened? The cops pulled you over?
No, I was 10 minutes late. I fell back asleep.
Why'd you say a cop pulled him over?
He called in with that.
Oh, he lied.
First he called in the intern and
see how
told him.
fast John would run in here and tattle him.
What?
I swear,
That isn't news, Jackie?
I hadn't hung the phone up
before
I heard him.
No.
He's lying.
So he didn't take you out to dinner last night?
No.
I thought you said you were going to. You told me you
I
were.
took my sister and her kids and my wife out to... You never called me.
Wait a second.
He said when he was leaving he'd take you anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if you're taking me out, I'm not going to, call you and say, hey, you going to take me out?
Yeah, you should call and invite
You
him.
wouldn't call me and say, take me out. So it's now...
Hold on.
I'm in trouble for not
Well,
taking
hold on, Jackie. Jackie, as you left the building yesterday, you said you'll never take me out again, correct, Howard?
No, he turned and then said, I guess I'm going to end up taking John
Yeah,
anyway.
but then he never called, so I didn't know if he was serious or
even you felt funny calling him.
Every night for a year, you call me up and say, let's go to, you're going to buy me dinner. And so last night you didn't do it, so I should have chased you down?
No, but you invited me, so I would just assume that if you wanted me to go, you would have called me. I'm not going to...
Hey, Jackie, can you invite John, please?
No.
Can you call him?
Invite John to pay for his dinner.
His balls are bigger than his stutter. Are they or am I crazy? Is this really on me?
I told you he was a user.
Is this really on me?
Oh, come on, Howard. Please, John, you're a bit over. You know what? You were excited when he moved into your neighborhood. Now look at it.
I never called him.
No, wait a second, Howard, wait.
Howard,
When you feel a little
right
comfortable after his tirade.
Yeah, no, he should have called you.
No, Howard.
He's taking you out
Now,
to dinner.
hey, Hal.
Right.
Now I had a tirade yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I got upset when he made fun of me for buying him lunch.
Yeah.
That was great, though. That was funny. It was worth it.
It was funny, but he
John's like,
he can't take his joke sometimes.
Jackie, where's my drink?
Well, the whole thing is that Jackie
Where's my effing
goes
diet
out
soda?
and gets the lunch for him
Yeah.
and brings it back.
Yeah, and John goes, and then John goes, you know, you were kind of late with it. I'm really hungry.
He was entertaining you, which is fine. It cost him lunch for a year. Cost him lunch for a year.
It was funny.
And then
John's eating like this big brown bread with nice big thick soup.
And bitching.
Yeah.
I had no liquid to wash it down.
Worse than bitching, he's goofing.
He's goofy.
Yeah. Because he knows you'll buy him more.
But you know the problem is, Jackie already was mad that he had to buy me it.
Right.
So he figured he's not going to make me happy and get me the soda. You know?
So what did you do? Like, how did you?
Make you happy?
Like what
his own
happened?
hostility. He
Like you said to him, hey Jackie, if you're going down to buy soup, can you buy me some soup?
So Jackie, I have no money. Why don't you give me
I
soup?
hate to break his bubble, but $7 isn't breaking my back like it's breaking his back.
And I said,
Did you hear what he just
and I
said?
said, please.
What?
He said, Jackie, because he's already pissed off that he has to buy me lunch, he isn't going to make me happy and buy me a soda.
Right.
No, because I said, please.
Yeah, why don't you make him happy? As long as you're making him happy, why don't you do it the right way?
No, not to confuse the issue, but he never mentioned the soda.
No, I did. I said crackers and a diet, root beer.
Hey, Jackie, seriously, what do you think you spend a week on feeding John?
This is the greatest thing in the world.
It's over, Gav.
If you're gonna make me happy, He's right. You're going to make me happy. For another $1, you could have gotten him a nice diet.
Why go halfway?
The problem is, had he mentioned it, I probably would have got it.
I love it.
I mentioned both. You didn't hear me say crack. I always get crack. I never get bread. I get crackers.
He doesn't like bread.
You're not buying. You get whatever
Does
comes.
he really think somebody's paying attention to whether he's getting crackers?
You might as well make him happy.
Not to mention I said chicken vegetable soup and you got me chicken andouille. I'm not going to even mention that.
Andouille.
Did he get you the wrong thing?
Yeah, but
you know why? Because he's really hostile. He doesn't want to do it for you.
No.
He's really hostile.
You said get me chicken something.
You're like a guy who doesn't.
I might make it 2 years.
Do it with pleasure.
I said chicken vegetable.
How did it get to be Jackie's?
You know what? I ain't going to get it wrong again.
You showed up with sausage andouille or something.
I'm not going to get it wrong again.
I couldn't even vision it with too much sausage.
You'll never get the wrong bread or the wrong soup again. Look at him. He's still left.
You didn't finish your lunch?
No, I couldn't even finish.
It was horrible.
I had no liquid to wash it down, and it was sausage.
Right.
No crackers, no soda,
crackers.
and it was the wrong soup.
Yeah, that bread looked good, but I guess you
And it
didn't
sucks
like
because I
it.
promised Kathy half my crackers.
Right. Now you disappointed two people.
Please.
Jackie, buy lunch so I can divvy it out.
Buy lunch so I can bitch
So I
about
can
it.
look good.
Robin, you caught on. It's not like you're dragging him to the rainforest
Oh,
again.
hell no.
Well, she sure ain't dragging you either.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, Robin's
Difference being if I choose to go, I can
something
go.
Robin and Jackie can bond over.
Really?
Robin's gravy train
He
is
was so
stopped.
awful about the rainforest. One year I was,
Oh, come
thinking of people.
on.
And
What's
he
with
goes,
these seats?
Robin, if you can't find anybody for those seats, I'll go.
All right.
I said, excuse me?
He's just trying to network.
You know what? Can I tell you, Howard? I was a little
Network
annoyed
is
about
not the
that.
right word, Howard.
I love it.
Hey, listen.
No, I was a little annoyed about
Well, I
that.
told
Gary,
you.
if anyone's
Well,
going to
hey,
really
you know why
believe
this
for
is
a
good?
minute, the only reason she
This is
brought
good
me.
payback to Jackie because I used to tell him how Stuttering John was a user and how I couldn't even trust him.
He used to
And he used to egg
I
John
used to
up.
argue.
Right.
I used to argue for him.
Yeah, I know.
No, he's a good guy.
Howard, please, I'm not a user.
You are.
I like
Give
it.
me a break. This is ridiculous. This is
You know
a
what?
bowl of soup.
You know what? Of all of his talents, the best one is user.
Right.
Let's
right.
put up a board in the office.
All right,
Now
John.
let's keep a running
Networker.
John,
tally.
just go wash my dog duty shoes. I'll give you $100.
$100, you got it.
All right, thanks.
You're the only one that's getting
What do you
over
do?
on him.
Yeah. I know where it's at. I'm your buddy. Don't worry about
He needs cash.
And by the way, I have taken Robin and Jackie out on occasion.
But
Like
give me the
once
ratio.
in
It is an
10 years.
occasion.
it. John, let me tell you something.
Our ratio's probably
John, you have no money. You don't make any money. I understand that you can't
You have
help
no
it.
future of making
probably
any money.
5 to 1.
That means it's like 8 to 1.
No, it's not.
All
It
right.
really
Why
is.
don't we take a break?
Hold on,
You know what, guy?
Excuse me. I got to say this.
Yeah.
The worst thing about him is you'll take him to lunch,
Right.
and he'll order the most expensive thing
Always,
on the menu
'cause he's a
and
moocher.
have several
Wait, oh,
drinks.
please.
Right.
I mean, it's just,
Like once you say yes, the door is open.
Now
beg-
it's filet mignon.
Right.
Let
what?
me tell the story. Please let me
Go
tell
ahead.
the story.
Steaks
This is a story that everybody loves to tell about John. So Donald Trump is amused by John. And
Okay.
John's an amusing guy.
Right.
John runs into Donald Trump somewhere. This is like, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. And John says, hey, I'm going down to Atlantic City. Trump says, gives him his card. He says, you call my guys. Everything's on me.
Oh no.
No, Howard, this ain't the truth.
Go ahead.
First of all, the story's a little wrong.
Go ahead.
I was doing interviews. The Donald saw me. I'm going to let
Okay, it's pointless. Trump said go to his place, all right? Follow me.
No. He didn't give me a card or anything. He just said he didn't even say anything about it. Then his guys called me.
Okay, so listen.
All right.
So
Whatever.
the bottom line is, John's in Atlantic City
Yeah.
on Donald Trump's dime because
Yeah.
Donald Trump digs him.
Okay.
Now, if you're on somebody's dime,
What you do
what
is.
do you do?
Oh, here's what I do.
Right.
Okay, guy gives you a room, comps you a room. That's nice. I'd be in the room. I wouldn't even use the bar.
Right.
I would just use the room. I would go gamble, and I'd be very grateful.
John and his girlfriend, he orders his and her massages to the room.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what I mean?
What a lock.
Did you order a bottle of champagne, I believe?
This is what he's
I don't know
like.
what you're talking about.
You told me you ordered shit. Don't even lie. You ordered
Sounds so out of
massages.
character.
No, but I don't know if
Karen.
Trump. I don't know if that was picked up by him.
It was.
Because
John, you and I had this conversation.
Yeah, no, but I had to put my credit card down. I don't remember if it.
Dude.
I don't know if you're exactly correct.
right.
Dude.
And hold on, and let me just say one thing, because then
His and her massages.
Yeah.
then I went to Trump's place and myself paid for everything and got the massage again, just to thank Mr. Trump.
So that's his way of paying back, is getting service and paying for it.
Right.
Right.
I came back at you, man. I paid for something that I got.
Yeah, and he takes you to dinner at McDonald's once every 10 years.
Jackie, are you really not not going to give him one free meal for 2 years?
I can't believe he's continuing the goofing.
Because he knows you're going to do it.
He's still enjoying it.
Because it's so stupid, Jackie.
The move is so, he doesn't even mask it anymore.
Right.
You get into a cab with him. He said, let's take a cab. It's his idea.
Right.
You get into the cab. You got this?
Robin, you know what it is? It's so funny. Every day, I say to him, if you would just say, hey, let's go get some soup, fine, I'll go down, I'll pay, but every day it's, you
Jackie.
buying me soup?
How can I deal with
No, he says, are you buying me soup?
What I think is funny is you think he'd go down and get the soup and bring it to you, and you pay for it.
So I'll buy you fly, something simple like that.
Right.
But just the fact that he throws it in your face, are you buying me lunch today?
Right.
Let's go to the Fry's so you can pay.
Well, how else is he going to get you to do it, though?
Yeah, I know, because the problem is, I can't
He's got to be direct.
No, Howard, I can't deal with the tension of walking downstairs with no money in my pocket,
right?
Hoping that Jackie doesn't go, I hope you're paying for this.
What about showing up with money in your pocket? Here's a concept. Money in your pocket.
I have no money in the bank. How am I going to get
because you probably got a massage 3 times this week.
Again,
I'm overdrawn.
Did you get a massage 3 times this week?
Oh, I got a better story.
Right.
Hey, Robin, do you know a good massage therapist? Yeah, you got any money so I can pay for them? How much is the massage? Got any money so I can pay for it?
Are you serious?
Serious.
When was this?
Happened. In the halls. He'll just do this stuff.
No, I asked to borrow the money.
Oh, yeah, but do I ever get it back?
Wait a second. The move. Wait, I like this move. Robin, do you know the name of a good massage therapist? All right, now give me some money so I can pay for it.
I'll massage the money. Oh, you don't know what I did to Fred? I'll go into New Orleans. I said, hey, Fred, change him a 5.
Yeah.
And he goes, no. I forget. Or he said, yeah, and I said, all right, well, then can I borrow $1? Because I didn't have a 5.
All right, here's my dog Pooh shoes.
He's a panhandler.
Here's my shoes.
What is this? I missed this.
Here's my shoes.
But Howard, let me just say one thing.
I'll clean them. Here's $100.
I'm also very generous to all these people too. It is.
How?
There's not one. This isn't one-sided. I haven't been generous to all you guys. Come on.
No.
Have we been generous to you?
Yeah, I think it's kind of reciprocal. I don't think it's a a one-sided.
I can't say it, John, but with Robin and Jackie,
what is the story?
He'll come to me and say, I took $100 out of your purse.
Oh, right.
No, wait, I never took money out of your purse.
I got the money. I would have borrowed $100. I took it out of your purse.
Grillo took it. I had Grillo take it. I never took it.
But they take the money right out of my purse.
What?
I had Grillo take it. I never took money out of a purse.
What are you telling me?
Well, they always tell me. It's not like they steal it.
Right.
But they'll say, I took $100.
And don't you ever say, don't be in my purse, there's things in there I don't want you to see?
Gary, Robin, here's a beauty.
You must
Tell me
like
if this
that.
ever happened to you.
This is funny.
At the other building, this happened to me, I'm sure at least 5 times, where I showed up, and I'm just walking into the building, a cab pulls up, John comes running out with his hair wet, you got 5, you got 5 for the cab? I'm like, what the hell would you have done if I wasn't here?
He went to the cab without money.
No, this is a true story. I can even make it worse if you want.
Right.
I have a tab going with the parking garage attendant downstairs.
Right.
For what? For tips or for your parking?
And
he's the biggest tipper in the garage, by the way.
No, I just borrow like $20 every now and then.
You borrow money from you're borrowing money from the garage attendant?
Yeah, sometimes.
How do you work that out? And they lend it to you?
Yeah, I have a little tab going.
What do you mean, like for extra?
If I'm like, sometimes if me and Jackie go down for soup, I don't want to tell Jackie I have no money because then he'll go, I'm paying again.
Right.
So Jackie doesn't see this. I run down and pretend I'm asking the parking attendant, to get my car out.
Right.
I go, listen, let me borrow $5 because and then he'll let me borrow.
Enough for soup for himself, he borrows.
Oh, that's great.
The world is his slush fund.
Yes.
Yeah. So how much money do you owe the parking garage attendant?
Well, now I think that we're about even.
Right.
Because I always pay him back. I don't ever not pay a debt.
Right.
Yeah, you got to keep that hole open.
Oh. You don't ever not pay a debt unless it's so long the person forgets about
That's
it.
an amazing move.
He's amazing.
Borrowing money from the garage?
Yeah, I would never think to ask him for money.
That guy has no relationship to John. Why would he lend money?
I invited him to my party. I think he's a great guy. I will go on record saying, Jackie, do I owe you any money? Have I paid you back every debt that I've ever borrowed from you? Robin, same
what
thing.
A great man.
You know what?
Robin, do I owe you any money?
Wait a minute.
Just be honest.
Sometimes they fade away.
Be honest.
It gets as bad as this. He'll give you the money back, and then you'll take him to lunch, and you'll pay for it.
Right.
Oh, but, see, Howard, this is ridiculous.
I forgot about
We're so grateful to get your money back. You've taken him to lunch.
I forgot to tell you about the part where John bought a house, and he had, you buy a house, like you leave a little money left over in case of emergency?
Yeah.
John was tapped. I mean, zero in the bank. And I lent John, it was for 2 days, but
like $4,000.
I had to give him $4,000 just so he could buy the house.
Wow. He was really down to the wire.
Nothing left.
Wow.
$4,000 to pay the closing costs.
That's right.
Yeah, because it was just
the guy hit him with some closing costs he didn't know about.
I didn't realize how much it cost.
Right.
And they, the last hour there.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
I felt so bad for the guy.
Right.
He just, he's $4,000 short of buying a house, and every penny he has is tied up in it.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Did I pay you back?
All right, I gotta take a break. I love all these John stories.
Interrupt you.
John, here's my duty shoes. Please clean them.
With your fingers.
No, seriously, can you just put them in the sink or something and wash out the duty?
I mean, but can I use your sink in here?
No, not my sink. No. Use this sink in the men's room.
Okay.
Oh, no, you know what? Get a big bucket and do it in there.
Yeah,
so people don't have to sink.
to put it in the sink.
Well, I don't have to use it.
Make sure you get that on tape. I'd like to watch it myself.
So use a bucket. But
slop sink to use.
There is, yeah. And use it.
Oh, yeah, there is.
And use it like a shallow piece of some water. Don't get it on the leather. Just, you know what I'm saying? Do a good job.
You got a brush?
Got a brush, that's what I was going to say, yeah.
You got a brush? Go buy a brush.
I think it costs like $80.
With the brush?
Yeah.
No, then forget it.
Use your toothbrush.
Forget it. I'm not giving you $80.
What about the phones?
I'll give you $100, all right?
Phones.
All right.
Phones. I'm invaluable for phones.
All right. We got to take a break.
So ask Jackie if he got pulled over.
Did you get pulled over?
Yeah.
I did. Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Of course he did.
Oh, so you did?
Yeah.
I want to hear about that.
I didn't get pulled over.
You never get the answer.
This is like him using a toothbrush. He denies it.
Did you get pulled over?
Yes, he did.
You did, really?
For my headlight. Yeah, it's up.
Oh, so,
I think the guy...
why are you saying you didn't get pulled over?
Just to get him uptight.
No.
You saw him stammer for the last 10 minutes.
It's not even...
It confuses the audience.
Yeah, it confuses me.
It does.
No,
it does.
but he always does this.
So what? All right, it's okay.
Just like you borrow and borrow and borrow.
All right.
We all have our problems on this.
We'll take a break.
I'll take Jackie.
Who's buying me?
Who this?
I'm gonna fuck you like a wild animal on this.
I'm retarded, you jerk!
It's funny, you were at the party, and, everyone swarms around you. So you look in the middle of the party, and it's 20 people standing around you,
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I mean, it must be hard, you're like the center of attention.
I see John right away. John, how you doing? I'm trying to be friendly. He goes, you got any weed? Got any weed? Got any weed?
I was hoping you had, Howard, I was so desperate for weed, because...
He's a broken record. But I was just like, John...
Because there was nobody there,
right.
And I was sitting there going, it was so dark and so loud.
But there was tons of free drinks, so what do you need weed every minute?
I don't know, I was
say hello first before you hit me up for weed.
I did say hi.
No.
I said, hi, here's Stein. I said all the Stein.
And you got any weed?
You got weed?
Didn't I find weed in Orpheus home?
Yeah.
All right.
You're smoking weed.
That's it.
He goes, let's go outside and smoke weed. I go, I don't want to smoke with you. They do that.
Well, we smoked before.
I don't really smoke, man. I got news for you. I don't like smoking weed.
You're paranoid.
It makes me paranoid.
Yeah. I just needed that extra kick that night.
You sure did. Yeah, you didn't look zonked out enough.
He was desperate.
He was so zonked out. I saw him on a couch. He looked unconscious. I'm like saying, this guy needs weed.
Does he need weed?
He's obviously drunk out of his mind.
I wasn't drunk yet. I really wasn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Then you were just depressed.
Yeah, I was depressed.
Why was he so depressed?
He's sitting in the couch. He's all laying there, all this blubber hanging out.
I was about to leave. Before you got there, I was about to leave. I said, if I don't find weed, I gotta get out of here because I was bored.
Was that your wife that you were with, John?
Yeah.
She's very beautiful.
His wife's cute.
Very beautiful. Very nice, too. We had a nice conversation.
So what should have been happening at this party for John to not need weed?
I don't know, but he was sitting next to Mikey Stein,
who now is married.
He's gotten shorter.
He's gotten
He looks the size of an elf.
It's worn him down already?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
He's like a leprechaun.
He comes up to my penis.
He bought a house in Jersey, and now he like hates his life.
Oh, he does? Yeah.
He wants to come back to the city.
All right. Hates his like George Costanza. Yeah, doesn't he?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm sitting there at the bar, and I'm like...
I don't mind a 90-minute commute.
The second I see John, where's the weed? Where's the weed? Where's the weed? Like a broken record, Jackie.
Don't tell him. He leads with what he needs.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
I said hi. He's like a baby. I knew you thought that, but I said hi, and then I just figured that maybe you, out of anybody, would have it, because I know nobody else did.
Right. I'm sure he's
You already canvassed the whole party.
The only guy left is me.
Hey, John, here's a
Carrying a
concept.
lid. Yeah, here's an ounce.
Here's a concept, John. Buy some.
No, Stein had, but he left it in his car. I could have killed him.
Stein.
I was psyched the whole night.
Jackie's got the...
Judge is pointing a finger at everyone now who's got pot.
Right, but John, if you're that addicted...
No, I'm really not. I haven't smoked in 2 weeks.
But if you're that addicted, bring some pot with you.
I know Stein had, and then he forgot it, left it in the car. That's why I was like, I know.
You love
It's
weed.
somebody else's job to bring him.
No,
And what was that weird weed you ended up smoking? Like a big fat, cigarette?
No, it's like this. It's great, Howard. It's
a blunt.
What do they call it, Jack? It's
Jack.
A dugout.
Yeah, it's those, cigarette things. Looks like a cigarette. You just.
It's a one-hitter.
No, it's a
one-hitter.
It's a one-hitter.
It's held in a dugout. It's like a wood thing that keeps the reefer.
Yeah. Howard, do you follow his logic? You say, why didn't you bring your own pot? And his own pot is the guy who was supposed to bring it.
No, Jackie, I hadn't planned on smoking.
He already had somebody to grub it from. Blew it.
Oh, man, listen to me.
I had my grub locked up.
I wasn't thinking about smoking pot till start, and guess what? I got weed, so he got me in the mood. Then he goes, I left it in the car. So, I mean, he got me into the whole weed thing.
So it's his fault.
So you forget it. No, but then I saw Howard, and Howard, I know you've dabbled, and I was just like,
Dude, say hello before you hit me.
I said, hey, here's Stein.
No, you sit on the couch and go, John, how you doing, man? How's it going? I was happy to see John, right? Every time I get happy to see John, it's a mistake.
He makes you
And he's all pissed, and he goes, hey, you got weed? And I'm like, good to see you.
I thought we'd go smoke a doob in the bag.
Yeah, whatever. But, like, dude, give me some foreplay before you F me, okay?
You got concert tickets?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
It's funny because John was just saying he hadn't smoked in 2 weeks. And when the intern said he was smoking at Jackie's party, it was last weekend.
Yeah, I know. I said I changed it instead of week.
Have you ever gone more than 7 days without getting high in, like, the last 20 years?
The last 20,
you get...
listen, he's got to think about it.
He's one of those weird guys. Like,
I smoke like once a week.
He's one of those weird guys whose life revolves around.
No, it doesn't.
Really loves...
I know, and like I said to him, I was already drunk. So I was like, hey, I'm drunk. Don't leave me alone.
Yeah, well, that's what...
Get off me.
Don't blow my high.
Right.
I thought we were close enough. I could say, hey, you got any weed?
I was hitting cantaloupe sake.
Oh.
Hey, Gary, you were hitting me up for some weed the other day.
We're here all day. John's like Mr. Weed. Asking for a joint, and then he couldn't find one.
You know what it is?
Days notice.
You know what it is, Robin?
From Jackie.
Well, I don't want to say, all these married men need to get high every second. I'm sure your wife needs it.
Mary needs to get high.
Yeah. And numbing the pain. Me and Cabby are single. We didn't need to be high. Yeah. That's it.
Who this? Who this?
You should just fucking smile and blow me!
Seriously, turn it blue!
Hey, speaking of not paying, you got to hear this. I got an email from Jeff Schick, the great Jeff Schick from IBM. And he says, I'll read you his whole email. It's great. This is the greatest. Jackie, you'll love this. Howard, I had a fun Friday night. Thank you for getting me passes. Stone Temple Pilots was great.
He was at the DSP.
Yeah. And Jeff is such a great guy. He just stands there. He doesn't bother anybody.
Never bothered.
You don't even know he's...
You know what? I didn't even recognize him. He was wearing a baseball cap. He looked very happy.
He's incognito.
Yeah, it was great. He doesn't even come up and bother me. He says to me, Stuttering John flew there in a helicopter? ? He didn't have a way to get home. I saw him appeal to Tom Chiasano and Steve Kingston with no success. So evidently he was begging them for a ride. Like it's up to them to get him home.
Having a kid.
I was leaving at around 11:30 p.m. Stuttering John asked me for a ride. He wants to go to New York City. Yeah.
I got to tell you, I was so scared that John was going to ask Jeff to drive him all the way to Long Beach.
Wait. Listen to this. Stuttering John asked me for a ride. He wants to go to the city. My home is not near New York City. In fact, it's 20 miles away in the opposite direction.
That's not the direction he's supposed to be going.
No one else is going to New York City. I'm tired, but I give John a ride to a hotel near New York City so he can take a car in from there. Here's the insult. Can I borrow $40 for the cab?
Oh! So you can't take me to New York. Will you give me the money to get there?
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, who's going to give him $40? Jeff's the only one in the car with him.
Right. You can't say no at that point, otherwise you're driving him to the city.
Can I borrow $40 for the cab? I got lost after I dropped him off, lost for 45 minutes, not familiar with the area. Took me a long time to get back on track. Drove through some of the worst neighborhoods.
That's what John will do to you.
Yeah. Again, it's Stuttering John. Signed, Jeff.
And John will never see it.
No. I mean, just inconvenient. He doesn't arrange for anything.
He just lets nature take its course.
He takes advantage of my friends. Jeff is just one of the nicest guys in the world and would do anything for anyone.
He has a problem saying no.
He doesn't have that word in his vocabulary.
Yeah, he doesn't have no in his vocabulary. And then to add insult to injury, can I have the $40 for a cab? He doesn't bring any money with him.
Well, Gary was just telling me about an appearance they went to down in Philadelphia the other day. John borrowed money from a lawyer friend of Gary's for a drink.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got to tell you this. Our lawyer picks us up in a cab.
Right.
We get to Penn Station, so John didn't even have to pay for the cab.
soon as we get out of the cab, John says, can I borrow $2? Which is John's big number. He loves to borrow $2 at a time.
Well, it must be someone with his OCD.
Well, and also, I think it's like, it doesn't seem like a lot of money.
Yeah, right.
So the lawyer goes, don't you carry any money at all? And John goes, just give me $2. So guy gives him $2. I go buy a couple of iced teas. I give one to our lawyer. John goes, let me get a sip of that. So he's just drinking out of the guy's drink.
Oh.
Then we're on the train, and John's having, John was having his party this past weekend. So he had to order a lot of food. No sense running up the bill on his own phone. So he says to our lawyer, let me have your cell phone. And John just starts making calls. He's ordering, 150, sirloin beef patties, loud on the train.
Yeah.
And then he tried to borrow $2 on the way back, and the guy said, no, I'm done.
Another $2.
Yeah, I'm done with you.
So, he knows he's leaving home that day, doesn't bring a thing he needs, and borrows the guy's cell phone.
But why wouldn't you bring, even with John just now, I said, John, come on, when you said the thing about $40, I said, come on, John, how could you do that? How could you leave the house without money? Well, I don't think I need any. I go, but you got to have some,
What if you do need some?
Well, obviously he never has needed any.
Right.
There's always been somebody there to take care of him.
We're going to Philly for the day. We have an appearance. Right. Our train tickets are taken care of. However...
Doesn't he get tired of asking people for stuff?
No, he has no shame.
Maybe you want to eat. Maybe you want a snack. Who knows what's going to come? Maybe you have to call your wife. You need to get change of $1.
Does he ask you for money?
Not anymore, because I'm not around him.
Right.
I thought the ultimate thing was that John would actually have the audacity to hit up the garage attendant for money.
I think he thinks being broke is charming.
Because with me, it used to be let me borrow, let me borrow, let me borrow. And he'd keep borrowing the same amount of money. He'd pay it back, and then he'd borrow it again.
Well, Jeff Schick got hit up pretty good. Not only did I have to give him a ride, he had to give him $40.
And he got lost for 45 minutes after he's been all day working, going to a concert, and he's tired. He just wants to go home.
Stuttering John.
And John's funny because he's listening to this whole story out there, and instead of saying, oh, my gosh, I feel really bad, he's going, I told him how to get out of there. It was so easy.
Yeah. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been there in the first place, John.
It's not his job to front Jeff.
Yeah. Oh, it's unbelievable.
He is a wrecking crew on your life.
Yeah. You don't let him... He wrecked my night Friday night. He started badgering people for beer in my name.
Yeah.
Lo and behold...
begging in your name. Like, his usual begging went far beyond because he was begging in your name.
Yeah. I didn't drink... I drank a half a can of beer, and all I know is about 9 million beers ended up coming over, including Sharon Osbourne, Ozzy Osbourne's wife, sending over a case of beer.
And on top of that, then he went to Steve and Tom and begged for a ride.
Yeah.
You get smarter, though,
Yeah, you eventually smarten up.
How did you get smarter?
When he was having this party, he said, I'm thinking of a Barney lobster cooker. I got this big, huge metal lobster cooker. And I said, sure, you can borrow it. A couple days, I'm going to borrow the lobster cooker. And after about the 5th time he said it, I realized what he's waiting for
is you to bring it over.
I'll bring it over there. I'll show you how to hook it up, which means I'll hook it up, which means I'll fill it with lobster.
Right, you're doing the whole thing. You're buying the lobster.
It was right there. I said it's easy to take apart. There's nothing to it. And then, like, the day before the party, it was like, I decided against it. And I said, he decided that I wasn't going to do it. Right. That's how you get smarter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. You don't react.
No. But Howard, I was thinking about hopping on the helicopter with you, right? Because I wanted, I was going by myself.
Yeah.
And I thought about it, and then I thought to myself, well, gee, if I get there, how am I going to get home? And then I thought to myself, I don't know anybody going home.
Right.
So I said, okay, I'll drive. You
thought ahead.
That's right. And John thought ahead, too.
Right.
John said, I'll use Howard to get there, and I'll use somebody else to get back.
That's right.
What's funny, I think that for John saying he was going with you, and he talked on the air about how he didn't know how he was getting back, I think that was his charming way of, letting the word out that he needed to ride back. And certainly somebody would see him.
Nobody picked up on it.
Kind of heard and picked up on it and give him a tone.
And then when he's desperate, how can you turn him down?
Who this?
Me?
I just
I know that's not tough to lose.
We had the hardest time getting beer, Robin.
Is that right?
Well, Tom cut us off at 9 o'clock.
And Tom cut us off.
What?
He said, I went to one of the promotions people and said,
John's a weird guy. You go to a concert with John?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen his band. I like it.
All right. Can I talk?
I'm
sorry. You go to a concert with John. The second we all get there, John's like, we got to get beers.
No, you wanted a beer.
We got to. No, you came up to me. I wasn't thinking about beer. John comes up. I wanted a beer. John comes up to me and goes,
that's how life is.
Do you want to get beers? Do you want to get beers? Beer. And he always pluralizes it. It's beer.
Yeah. Like men. Beer.
Yeah, we got to get beers. We got to get beers.
Beers, chickens.
Every minute with beers, and every minute you hear him saying beers, and he's muttering under his breath, where are the beers?
It's like he's an alcoholic.
I've been telling you that
We
for
all
some time.
wanted beer. Don't make it just me.
We all. His kids wanted beer.
You know what? I must have drank a half a can of beer. That's how bad I needed a beer. So anyway, John every minute, where's the beers, where's the beers, where's the beers?
Gary wanted it.
Okay, fine.
Jackie wanted it. Everybody wanted it.
Everyone wanted it.
Yeah.
But you're the one who's most concerned about it.
I'm just trying to be the helper because I know nobody else is going to get it.
Yeah, because you really need it.
Yeah.
I'm like the Florence Nightingales of beers.
I'm trying to help
You
you
don't
out.
want to
Yeah, I know. You're trying to help me out. I know. It's so important to you that there's a million things I could use help with, but the beers is the one thing you try to help me with.
I point out to you, the last time you were with John, the first thing he said to you was, "You got any pot?"
No, wait, that came later. Then he says to me,
No, I asked you if you want.
do you want to smoke? Do you want to smoke? Do you want to smoke? He's like this. Do you want to smoke? Do you want to smoke? Do you want to smoke? He's muttering under his breath.
That's such a weird.
And I go, John, I'm here with my kids. We're standing here in a K-Rock booth.
I know, but do you want to?
Yeah, but not here. He goes, no, not here. But do you want to smoke? And I'm like, John, stop with the beers. Stop with the smoke. I don't even know. I mean, he's so consumed.
I'm trying to be helpful. I'm trying to help you. You know what I mean?
Why can't you stand there and listen to the music?
Listen, would you rather me not ask you if you wanted to come with us?
I got Lucy's orders.
Howard, I mean, I'm just trying to be a nice guy.
I know, you're a great guy. That's what you can help with. Beers and pot. That's his forte. He's trying to help me. There's a million things to help with. That's what he's helping with.
I just wanted to, I know you're drinking now, so I want to make sure you had a steady supply of alcohol.
Yeah, he's not a lush like you yet.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not.
All right.
Because, I mean, like, I had a can of beer.
Yes.
I drank a half a can, I think, at the most.
Mm-hmm.
I know, it was under your seat for the whole night.
I know, I didn't sit there and drink a whole beer.
I brought 8 beers. I only had one of them. And everybody else drank them. It's just
Always about the substance.
But Tom cut us up at 9 o'clock.
So then John every minute, where is the beers? How can I get more beers?
So I asked the promotion person, and she said, Tom has said no more beer for you.
So anyway, so we kept bringing over beer.
Yeah.
For John and his pals.
My pals. Who's my?
And I'm bringing in the beers and the beers and the beers. So finally, I guess around 9 o'clock, which I think Tom had cut off the beer.
What was going on?
I don't know why.
Yeah, because I don't know either.
And Tom is consumed with me and what goes on around me.
At the ballpark.
Yeah.
He's watching. He's not going to let anything happen.
Tom is way concerned with me and keeping me regulated.
You?
Yeah. What's ever going, because he's always afraid I'm going to be taking advantage somehow, so he was probably concerned that there was beer being given.
He gets a helicopter, but he's worried about a couple.
I don't know what he's worried about.
That seems that doesn't make any sense at all.
I don't either.
To be worried about you and beer.
I know.
None of us are driving. It's not like,
Whatever. But, John, you know what it is? It's probably you.
That's what I think.
Because you're every minute with the beers, you probably make Tom nuts.
I didn't.
Hi, Tom. How you doing?
John is such a schnurrer.
What do you mean?
What do I mean?
This guy.
He is looking to get anybody to serve him and using you.
I know.
As the reason to get his own service.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right.
That's why he's
Now you're going to believe Tom?
I do believe Tom. Because every minute you're running around, Howard wants beer, Howard wants beer. I had a half a can of beer.
Now it's all making sense.
Yeah.
Right.
And every minute he wants beer, and he's running around. He's my best friend. Howard drinks. Howard needs beer. And they're bringing over 8 and 10 beers at a time.
They brought 8 beers. What was it?
No. John, they were bringing cups and cups of cold beer.
No, all right, whatever. It was 8.
Because you're running around. Howard needs beer. Because I was saying, gee, why is everyone so concerned about beer with me?
Because John was concerned about beer.
No,
right.
Everybody was concerned about beer.
Right.
Everybody was concerned about beer.
No, Howard, you changed the story around.
No, John, I had a half a can of beer.
No, but you had asked me if there's going to be beer.
Oh, my God.
John, you kept saying to me, is there beer? I said, John goes, will you drink a beer? I said, yeah, I'll have a beer.
Yeah, so I went and tried to get.
But I mean, every minute with the beer. It was just
a problem.
Oh, the second he gets anywhere, it's like, how am I going to get? You heard what he does in a baseball game.
He's a problem.
He has to carry 8 beers to his chair.
Wow. Okay, whatever.
All right, John, you weren't using my. Tom is so right.
I'm the only one who had one.
No, but you're the one who's the schnurrer.
Help!
Help who? Not me.
There was no beer back there.
Nobody needs
I didn't need it.
When there wasn't beer.
When there wasn't,
I wasn't asking for it.
You had a beer.
No, Howard handed me a beer because 8 of them came back. I didn't say, Howard, I need beer.
No, but
when there
so you got one. You should be thankful.
Who asked you? I got to go.
There were interns coming over every minute with beer, and I mean like tons of beer.
Beer was just flowing.
Yeah.
Not really. There was 8 beers. And
No, it was way more than 8
came
beers.
a couple of times.
Yeah,
too.
it did.
Well, I actually had, the interns were afraid to come back where you were, and they're holding these beers, and they go, I think Howard needs these beers.
Because John's running around telling everyone I need beer.
So follow me, I'll show you where.
Trying to keep the party going.
Yeah, great. For who? But in my name.
Your name. Your name.
Howard, I didn't know you wanted.
Let Tom talk.
Right. John wanted to keep the party going for John.
Right.
John wanted
Was
to
it
take
only me
advantage.
who was drinking beer, Tom?
No, I understand, but all it was, Howard needs beer, Howard needs beer, Howard needs beer, and
Won't you be honest and say John needs beer?
I didn't just say Howard. I said we all need beer.
Beer.
John John will argue to the day he dies about everything.
Howard, can I just tell you?
Because he really sees it his way.
Oh, yeah.
He was helping you out.
Yeah, I wasn't sitting and drinking beer.
Well, I saw you.
And if I needed, I had a half a can of beer.
I wasn't keeping a.
No, but when Howard wasn't saying, after Howard had a beer in his hand, Howard wasn't going, gee, we need more.
No, only John was saying that.
That's your work, right?
What?
In other words, when Howard wasn't saying we need more.
Hold on, it wasn't just Howard drinking in that area.
Yeah, but why are you running around saying Howard needs beer? Because you know if you say Howard needs beer, you'll get beer. Otherwise, you get ignored.
There was no beer in that whole area.
Good Lord.
Yeah, we know that. I wasn't looking for any.
Again, Howard's holding half a can of beer, but he's not saying, my God, I'm half down, I need more.
I'm not like, hey, John, getting more beer. Well, Tom's gone.
This is costing me money.
Can I tell you a funny story about John? John and I had to go down to Philadelphia Thursday, right?
Really, John, you can't run around saying Howard needs beer all night.
No, I understand.
But that's what you do. That's what you do to me, and that's why I can't stand you.
All right.
I told
you never get it.
Where you left on Friday, I said he's going to be trouble.
Yep, you were right.
Trouble. Come on, I didn't get in your face at all. I stayed away.
No, but you went around the entire concert the whole night screaming about beer, and these interns are coming in with piles of beer.
Yes.
Then they put
You're a drunk.
Then they put beer and ice down on the floor. Then they had cups of beer coming in, and cans of beer.
John still didn't think that
I didn't have any.
beer.
No, he was running around the whole night for beer, and Howard needs beer. Meanwhile, I'm not drinking any of this.
Howard.
From my beer.
And I think they were bringing them over on that little golf cart.
Yeah,
the beers were far away.
Right. It was a beer safari.
And somebody was drinking.
So, John, but why do you run around using my name and Howard wants beer?
I thought.
No, I don't.
All right. Well, I was trying to help.
If he uses my name, people will listen. Meanwhile, I don't want to use my name. I don't want to throw my name around.
Abuses your name.
I know.
And then tells you he was trying to help you by making people crazy about you.
He made people. I was more trouble at this concert than anybody.
That's how he's helping you.
It was all about keeping Howard happy.
I thought you wanted.
Howard
hey, listen.
wanted this, and Howard needed that.
Robin, the only thing that you're missing
Even though
here.
he was the one
The only thing that you're
nagging
missing
people.
is right in the beginning. You said that you wanted beer, so I was just.
Wait, once.
One time I had a beer.
But he got it.
Well, I didn't know that you wanted to. I didn't know that you didn't want it anymore.
No.
Good Lord, you never said I don't want beer.
If I want beer, I'm fully capable of asking someone for myself.
Really,
not you.
There's no place to get it.
No,
John,
he could have said.
I would have gotten a beer if I wanted it.
I know what he's saying. Howard would have said, hey, John, we need more beers.
Yeah.
No, John expects you, when you say,
I'm
want beer,
trying to help
you
for
launch
everybody.
him.
It wasn't just
And then
me.
you're supposed to stop him by saying,
There's a
John,
lot of people
I don't
back
want any
there,
more beer.
and I'm just trying to help for everybody who's back.
You won't listen, do you? You don't get it. You never understand.
You're one kind of beer drinker.
Right.
He's another kind of beer. You're a beer drinker who's like 1 or 2 is fine. And John's a beer drinker. When you say you want beer, that means 11, 12, 15 in a row.
Wait, he says on the air that you're polishing off 2 bottles of wine. So how do I...
John, I'm not looking for beer. I wasn't looking for beer.
You know what,
He doesn't want to pass out.
Do you believe every fairy tale you hear?
Yeah. If I want beer, I can turn to Tom and say, Tom, where's their beer?
How do you couldn't find them?
Yeah, I found Tom all night. And you couldn't find beer, I could find beer. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me, I'm a big boy.
Trying to help.
Somehow, don't help me anymore. That's what I'm saying.
Good Lord.
Stop your help. Your help is killing me.
Everywhere
Tom.
you go.
Tom?
You know, he's got such a blind spot for this. He thinks everybody's going to believe that he doesn't know exactly what he's doing if he argues it often enough.
Right.
But he knows exactly.
You're exactly right.
It wasn't just me I was looking for beer for, Tom.
John.
He uses everybody as his excuse.
No, exactly.
And he will argue to the day he dies.
It's Stuttering John genius at work.
Right.
You know?
And he thinks he's going to win the argument.
I think it's wackier than that, Howard. I think John really believes it.
No, he does not. He knows that. This is what John knows deep down inside. Right. John is desperate for beer. When he gets to these venues, he wants what he wants when he wants it. And the only way he was going to get it is to use my name.
Don't mean he wanted beer then.
It's just like his book deal. He wants what he wants when he wants it, and he will get it in some way by using my name or anybody else.
You're hearing whatever he wants. He wants and he wants and he wants.
Please.
Yeah. We know the truth about the book deal. The truth is you couldn't get the book deal because I killed it.
The truth is I asked you permission. You said no.
Yeah,
I told the guy no.
Right. Okay. No, I found out about it, and I told you no. That's how it works.
No, I went and asked you first.
Right.
And just for the record, Tom did not cut anybody off from beer. They stopped making beer available within the venue.
At 9?
I mean, it wasn't my decision. That's when they stopped it.
All right, well, the person that told me said Tom said no more.
Can I involve Johnny?
Yeah, because he probably was bothering them so much they had to give you a name.
There was 2 beer runs. The first one that they came, and then I went to get more.
Well, that's not true because I directed a beer run.
Oh, then I didn't do that.
No. In other words, the interns found me and they said, we have these beers.
John, you had everybody so crazy that I wanted beer. They were bringing over beer in barrels.
On the golf cart.
I never saw so much beer.
And if I, and if I did, it was probably after
it's just amazing how I can. Now, obviously, I won't do this. I can sit and name all the people that had wanted beer. And
I understand it, but you don't. But you're the only one who runs around using my name.
I was aggressive to hell. That's all.
Why was everybody asking you for beer?
Yeah.
No, everybody was complaining there was no beer.
No,
so I know why. I get
people
it.
say, do you want a beer?
So I'm wrong to try and make everyone happy.
Yeah.
Oh no, John,
you're wrong to use my name.
This is Stuttering John, genius at work.
Yep.
He doesn't know a word anybody else is saying.
He initiates the conversation about beer and then acts as if everybody was asking him for beer.
Right.
People were all complaining there was no beer.
Well, what do you care?
Robin, how do you know?
So when people
I know you.
No, let me answer that. Was I complaining there was no beer?
What's that?
Was I complaining there was no beer?
When we first got there, you had said that you wanted beer.
No.
Yeah.
Ask again. You came up to me and said, Howard, do you want a beer? I said, if you're having a beer, I'll have a beer.
Okay, so
John, was I complaining to you at any point in the night that I needed beer? Did I complain to you at any point in the night that I needed beer?
But I know
you don't remember. Did I come up to you and say, John, we got to get more beer? At any point?
The point is,
you don't remember?
If other people were complaining that they wanted beer, it should have been, we need more beer.
You're not Howard needs more beer.
We need more beer.
But nobody was complaining. John was complaining.
Right.
No, people that wanted beer.
What do you care? Why is my name brought into it? We went around saying Howard, because they brought the beer directly to me, not to anyone else.
And they were saying to Gary, Howard needs these beers.
Yeah, and we were even saying, I didn't ask for these. They were like, well, no, John told us.
So then I was mistaken. I thought that.
You just make me look like a schnurrer.
He's not making it.
He didn't answer your question.
No, he never will.
Not answer the question.
Which question?
Howard's question. When did Howard ask you to get him more beer?
Never.
Never. Okay.
Tom,
right.
at that point there was 10 people back there, so people had wanted to get me.
That wasn't the question.
It was not your party.
You, John.
Oh, yeah, it was.
That was John's party.
But it was not, they didn't,
and Tom,
everybody didn't leave.
By the
they
way,
were going to John's dysfunctional family.
The helicopter was too small.
And you know what, Don? And you know what, Don?
I want a bigger limo.
And there was no beer.
And your head is too big.
Right.
Look who's talking.
John's party, Tom's wallet.
Look who's talking over there. Fight with Tom.
Perfect.
Now you gonna fight with Tom? Tom's head's too big.
Hey, he's the one calling and antagonizing.
You know why though? He's in charge. He can say whatever he wants about you.
Yeah, but I mean, he gets mad when I come in here and talk about him.
Oh my.
He'll never get us.
This is it. Absolutely, it's working again.
You never get mad at me when I come in here and talk about you?
What?
Answer the question.
John, do I get mad?
Have you ever smacked me in the back of the head after I came out of the studio?
All right, John, you're missing the whole point of the conversation.
Okay.
I don't even know how to explain it to you.
I'm going to hang up. I don't want to be an annoying caller on a cell phone.
All right, thank you, Tom.
Bye.
You don't get it. I don't want my name used.
I understand.
Oh.
I got
He always understands after the fact. And he'll do this again. He does it all the time. And then afterwards says, I understand.
I understand till next time.
You want to have some real fun? Have the E-camera follow him to when he sits down.
Yeah.
And then explain to everyone out there why he's right.
Right.
Because this conversation is over in here.
You're right.
Then he goes out.
No, I understand that you didn't want the beer now. But then I thought that you and your party had wanted to...
John, do you think I'm able to get beer without you?
No.
No.
Howard, you couldn't go out there.
You don't think I could turn to Steve Kingston or anybody in that venue and get myself a beer?
Oh, yeah, sure.
If I want the beer that badly?
Sure.
Yeah. So then why are you busy getting 300 beers?
I didn't see you.
John, I love you. I love you like a brother. I've had this conversation with you 100 times. I'm going to have it with you one more time. The end of this conversation is, you know what, Howard? I was wrong. I'm sorry. And it just ends.
But then we lose all that radio.
Yeah, it's all right.
You know what I mean? It's just, it's Howard, you're right, I'm sorry.
I tried to get it out of it that way. I said I was mistaken.
But he doesn't even understand what we're talking about.
I understand what you're talking about.
I thought you wanted beers.
I was mistaken.
I understand.
Complaining.
I understand you didn't.
So he ran around the whole night invoking my name for anything he needed.
Where's Howard's beer? I'm thirsty.
Just imagine walking up to somebody.
But, the other thing
Stuttering
is,
John wants beer.
You're there with your kids, supervising an outing with your family, and he's trying to drag you off to smoke.
Yeah, that was the other thing, too.
I'm trying to be nice.
You're stupid.
Oh, God.
And I turned to him and go, John, don't you see I'm here with my daughters?
I just wanted to ask you before we went, because I didn't want to. I mean, obviously, I would do that to anybody.
You should ask them to come. Well, ask the daughters to come, too.
I didn't do it.
I don't have enough pot for them.
Yeah, Pete, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, I was backstage during the show, and John was walking around asking everybody for pot in your name.
Right.
I want to know if you got any of it.
Howard, that's a lie.
I believe
Howard, I had a supply. Don't worry. I wasn't asking anybody for pot.
Hey, he was sticking it all in his pockets. I want to know, did you get any?
No, I didn't.
Have pockets.
He was using your name.
Yeah, right. There you go.
I had shorts with no pockets.
So you didn't have to carry any money.
I don't doubt you went around asking for pot for Howard.
Get the hell out of here, Howard. Don't worry about it. That's a lie.
That's what, if you had said you needed pot, boy, oh boy.
Oh, boy.
The police would have closed it.
Yeah, Roger.
I'm willing to please.
What's up, Howard?
Yeah, John would have gone up to the police and said, Howard needs pot. Yeah, Roger, go ahead.
Yo, that's fat, no talent, stuttering.
Hey, I'm not fat.
Spilled his beer on me, and he's looking, I'll kick his ass.
You spilled your beer on him.
Where did I spill the beer on
you?
You
know what I do, Howard? I want to strangle little girls. I want to
strangle. There you go. Well, then maybe I should have spilled mine on you.
All right.
What?
Thank you.
All right, I got to take a break.
Wait a minute, John. You better get him some little girls because he needs them.
Yeah.
Little girls and beers.
Beer. You should see what was going on with these beers.
Everybody needed beers. I was trying to keep the party going.
And then John says to me, and Tom cut us off from the beers at 9 o'clock. This is the next day at his party. He goes, and Sharon Osbourne got us a case of beers.
I don't even know how the hell she even heard, but she came back with a case of beer.
Listen to this. She heard.
Nothing to Sharon.
Sharon Osbourne heard that I needed beer and brought over a case of beer, so John got a case of beer.
BS.
No, Sharon brought it by for John.
But what a noise he
I don't even think you were there anymore, Howard.
Yeah, no kidding. She didn't know that.
She just came.
Howard, can I tell you how beer? Can I tell you how
beer became the focus of the evening, and Howard needs beer, and Sharon Osbourne brought over a whole case, and John, and I'm sitting on the beach fuming listening to this. John goes, and I'm just holding it until now, goes, Sharon Osbourne brought over a whole case of beers.
Now, where were you when this happened?
I was gone already.
Yeah, no, so I didn't ask her for him.
No, John, you had set up such a frenzy for the beers, and at 9 o'clock you were already throwing
Sharon
fits.
Osbourne was not privy to
you were throwing fits that Tom had cut you off.
I was not. Not to Sharon Osbourne.
Please.
Get out.
No, but the word got to Sharon.
No.
And it was Tom.
She was being nice.
Okay, sure, John. She was being nice to you.
Tom
She's
had
a
cut
great
us
lady.
off, and Howard can't get any beer.
I never said anything like that to Sharon Osbourne. Don't even play that card. I wouldn't do that.
Can I tell you how beer obsessed he is? At his party on Saturday, and he gets it, but I know he's going to say he was kidding around, this is a joke and everything. John had a couple of kegs of beer, and then a lot of people brought bottles.
I brought a case.
So people started,
thank you, by the way. I didn't know that you did
people
that.
started drinking out of the bottles.
Cases, I thought.
So at one point, John stops the party. He goes, I got an announcement to make. You know, and it's John being goofy. And he said,
let's see the joke that Gary doesn't get here, but go ahead.
Could you please drink out of the kegs?
Yeah.
Because I can't save the I can save the bottles, but I can't save the kegs. In other words, you didn't want people drinking bottles because you're going to be left over with extra
Howard, every
kegs.
party I have is I always get stuck with a whole keg of beer.
You just live with it.
So I was telling people to drink out of the kegs. What's so bad about that?
Drink out of the keg. So
I told people not to bring beer if you could remember.
No, I know. I just think it's weird
because I knew I was getting 2 kegs. Why is it so bad?
Am I crazy to see that that's so weird?
Yeah, because who cares?
It's a party.
Eat the hot dogs, leave the steak.
I just said drink. I got special Bud Light for people who I know who like light beer, Gary, and I got Budweiser. So I said to people, I have kegs. Those who don't know, and please drink out of the kegs because I didn't have to have $150. And by the way, they did. And
he's so consumed with this beer and alcohol.
I don't have some left over.
Because you know what's going on. He wants to have the bottles left over.
No, I hate to go to the end of my speech.
But that joke isn't true.
So not the truth, Gary.
It is so the truth.
Give me a break.
Yeah, okay, John. Sharon Osbourne's running around looking for cases of beer for me.
I never talked to Sharon Osbourne.
Okay. No, of course not, but you made such a stink, it gets around.
It was to Tom and to one promotion.
He doesn't get...
He was on a beer rage.
A frenzy. A beer frenzy.
From the minute we got there, it was all about how are we going to get enough beer.
Well, all I know is that at Jones Beach, it was very easy to get.
Beer.
And you never heard the story of Jones Beach.
Sharon, Ozzy doesn't need it.
That's what it was. The fact that Sharon Osbourne heard we needed beer is enough for me.
She didn't hear from me.
No.
Wait, she just grabbed a case of beer and said, Howard,
I think she was just being nice.
Well, why not give one to all the other guys she's friends with?
Why do you think she brought it over to you?
She didn't want to Scott Weiland? No, Howard's right. You're missing the point. Word gets around backstage, Howard needs beer.
And Howard can't get beer.
Yeah, and the word gets around, John, from the way you're giving this message to whoever you're giving it.
I mean, I'm telling you, the interns were coming over in droves, afraid that I didn't have enough beer.
Right, and it's worried that Howard...
Where does that come from?
If it didn't, very long time.
If it didn't come from me, where was it coming from? You know who?
I asked 2 people for beer.
Okay. 2 people.
I'm in one promotion.
You put the word on the street.
Maybe 5.
The general manager's job is to get beer?
Yeah, for Howard, so John can drink it.
Good.
Stop arguing with Fred, the logistics manager. Get beer.
Please, you know what? You're aggravating me the more you talk.
All right, I'm sorry. I mean, how many times can I say it?
Because you pull the same crap over and over again. You're an idiot.
All right, thanks.
You're dumb.
Here we
You're
go.
stupid. Here's Tom. Thank you, Tom.
Tom, can you get a beer?
Really, he doesn't get it.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Sharon Osbourne came over with a case of beer.
He's sorry.
He's a great night. John is a great guy.
No, he's not.
He's a great,
he really is.
guy.
He really is. He has a blind
dumb
stuff, though.
Because he's an alcoholic.
No, Tom, I said I understand. I mean, I am sorry. Now, what more do you... I mean, what, you squeeze blood from me?
No, because the whole party became about Howard and his beer. Did you see what was going on with the beer around me?
See, no, absolutely. So you don't want... I thought you had a commercial break to get to.
I do.
We do.
All right, then leave, John.
Did you enjoy my party?
Oh, I'll get to that in a minute.
I can't wait.
Now, what did I do there? After the break. I mean, I was trying to...
You started talking about Sharon Osbourne and the beer. That's the problem.
Great. I love that woman.
Yeah, she was great.
I think she is the greatest.
Cash.App, $MilkCratemarauder.
Shut the fuck up.
Venmo, @MilkCratemarauder.
What don't you fucking understand?
Milk Crate Marauder is the shit.